guys.
Oh, hey, Will.
It's not our fault that nobody's.
What are the chances seeing you here?
I love your. I like your shirt.
Unfortunately, the chances are pretty low.
We should have Chris step in for someone.
Yeah, evidently the chances are pretty low.
Have Chris step in for a player.
Yeah, you really do want to die.
Yeah, Matthew says he'll play.
Yes, I got that. Well, last time on Dungeons and Dragons, you guys crawled into a well and killed a few things, and then while you were going through, you discovered some rather valuable dwarven artifacts, which Nestleus decided to attempt to steal for a little bit.
Not my fault.
And she was immediately attacked by one of the guardians of the temple. And then, luckily, Ferox was there, and he put the treasure back and managed to work just in time and give enough persuasion to the guardians of the temple to prevent the rest of the party from being attacked.
Yay.
With that, the rest of you continued exploring until you found even more really hard to kill zombies. And being low on spells and health, everybody decided to take the best tactic available and run away. After a few minutes of running, Ferox immediately went back to the guardians of the temple and asked for their help. Actually here to help the small boy that you are looking for. After talking with them for a little bit, you guys committed yourself to the cause of the Great Smith and helping the little boy. And the Great Smith turned over the power and assistance to you and killed all the other zombies he was going to use to incur his wrath. Upon Havdan, who you have discovered is the one who killed the boy. When you found him, you discovered that he was actually a revenant now. And that's where we ended. So, you guys are all standing around a room with a small altar to the Great Smith, and the old boy, Stephen, who is now the revenant. What do you do?
So, any idea? Hey, anyone have any idea what a revenant is?
Everyone want to make a history check?
I
This is
guess.
when some of our older people would come in handy.
Yeah, I'm so smart. It's not too bad.
Except I don't know why my character would know what a revenant is. Oh, Ryan.
Oh,
He read it in a book somewhere. He learned it.
all right then.
Ryan's
Cedric, Kedrick, and Raz, the both of you, for whatever reason, remember that a revenant is the soul of somebody implanted into their old corpse, striving purposely to come back from the dead, specifically to kill the person who destroyed them in a wrongful and unmoral manner.
Oh,
Okay
this is
then.
perfect, guys. Come on. Did you? Okay. I relay that, in a sentence, being like, oh hey. So,
All right. For the purposes of this game, I want to take the rock and slippers back from Ferox.
Yeah.
Ferox, can I have the rock and slippers, please? Oh, why, thank you. You're so kind.
Alright, I would say you're successful. I'm gonna attempt to talk to the little boy, to Steven.
Okay.
And I'm gonna say, we know that you were wrongfully killed, and we can help you in your quest to find your murderer. Are you able to give us any details on who it is you're looking for?
Oh, we already know who it is.
Well, as far as like where you went and like any what my guess.
What?
I'm.
Look at the altar.
Migas! This is. Stop it!
We're not even okay.
Raspborn's his hand on the altar.
From what I remember when I was truly here, it was that guy
No
outside
fire.
the church.
Yes, it's Hazdan, who I sent off to tell Edra to come meet us, because I thought her skills would be useful in battle since there weren't a lot of us here at the time.
Yay, so you sent the murder of the little boy to the rest of our sleeping companions who have no idea what's going on. That's perfect.
Thanks, Nestless, for summing up
Just in
what's
case you weren't
happened so
feeling
far.
guilty enough.
No, I just merely forgotten what had happened. I'm thankful for your reminders.
So now that we know what we're supposed to do, and now that we know where he was supposed to
So I vote
Okay.
we visit the storeroom and take whatever we can carry, and then leave.
be. Oh my god.
How about we don't disrespect the god we're serving at the moment?
But it's a storeroom. There's nothing in there that
It's
he's gonna want. He has
not our-
treasure rooms.
Not our gold. And I don't want to
It's
get
not
on the bad.
gold, it's just other stuff.
I don't want to get on his bad side.
I just wanted to get horses and leave. We didn't even have to start any of this business.
We originally came down here to figure out if we could stop the curse. Speaking of which, let's do a curse check.
Okay, first check.
I also take the ring from Fearox and put it on.
Okay.
And what do I see?
All right. You see that, I mean, you haven't really spent that much time down
Okay.
here.
I
in
wasn't
real
sure how long
time,
it's
so-
been.
It's been about a day.
Alright, so no need to change yet. Then let's move on.
Wrong one. Wrong one. Oh, that's a good goal. Maybe I keep it.
What are you looking for?
I guess I'd have to do a different role. I don't know, but that was to look around to see if you find that room that would be just looking around this place, all around, here,
To see if there's any what?
to see if I can find that room.
Oh, in this room you do not see one.
That's what I meant, just like kind of passively going around, looking around. Do I have to make multiple checks for every room? And
Okay, well, while you walk off to go check rooms, Steven starts walking towards the entrance.
Steven!
I'm following Steven.
Steven! Kedrick, where are you? We're
I
leaving.
guess we're going to follow Steven.
Steven. Come back, Steven.
Yeah.
Yeah. Steven, why you so fast?
Steven, can you wait a minute? We kind of need to rest. Some of us aren't up to full health.
Can he talk?
I am Revenant. He said that.
Alright, real quickly, who's at health?
Let's see.
I have 9 health.
I have 14.
Ben?
I'm pretty sure I have all of mine.
Yeah, you two should be full. You two didn't get hurt at all.
Yeah.
Do not know any.
I was about to do that. There you go, Chase. Or Castian.
Yay!
Yay!
Okay, so I vote that we send Raz topside before the boy comes out of the well, so that way he can distract his father while we get the boy out of there before the.
Alright. We can. Sure.
He's obviously going places.
Are we
With or without us.
Are we just assuming that Fearox, Runt, and Migas are with us?
Yes, I'm assuming.
DM?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Then let's head to the next room. So we'll head out.
Okay. Rope is still there. It's still anchored. So Raz, go ahead and climb up really quick, and then find the boy's father. And
what they're saying.
Huh?
Be sure Hasdan isn't around anywhere.
Yeah.
Otherwise, he'll know what's up.
So
If
you
I-
guys
do that.
look.
If Hasdan sees us, it's all over. He'll know we figured it out.
Yeah. That too.
Well, maybe not. He may just think.
So-
Okay, go ahead.
What's the plan? What are you guys doing?
I'm gonna follow Nessa's lead. Let's get the dad away first so we can get Steven up, and then we'll hide him since he's wearing
Do I
kind of.
make it up and out and not be seen?
Oh, wow. Okay.
Whoa!
Oh, look.
All right, we have a. What happened?
That's a mess.
What happened? What screen am I on?
So I started making a city map because it's a city. It's kind of big.
It's a.
You'll notice one corner of it does actually have stuff in it though, so that's where we're going.
Okay, Tori's computer, very loud.
Everyone's computer is lagging.
Yeah.
I can barely understand you guys.
Can you hear what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, I heard that one.
I'm pretty sure you were saying you couldn't understand what we were saying.
My guess is this is him.
Yeah, that's supposed to represent the boy.
That's Steven?
So I guess he's in the well. He's in the well right now, so we'll put him in the well.
Steven!
What did I do?
Stop it. Steven!
Okay. So who's coming out of the well right now?
Well, I'm the one that made it out.
Yeah,
Okay, so put yourself on. Put yourself on here.
he's on there.
And I still.
All right. As you come out of the well and look around, you notice, it is a town square, so but as you turn around, you see Havdan and Edra walking towards the well. They both, Havdan waves at you, and Edra just sort of like glares.
Play it cool. Play it cool.
Did my stealth not count? Do they still see me through there?
You kind of popped out in the middle of the day,
That's fair.
right out of a well.
That's fair. That makes sense. Oh,
It's
hello.
kind of hard to be super stealthy.
Yeah, I would imagine. Hello. Hey guys, how's it going?
I'm back. I'm sorry.
I feel like a movie where you ever seen
He goes, oh, well, hello there. Where's the rest of your friends?
They are still down there searching. We still haven't found a whole lot yet. I came up to go get us some food.
Good.
So, and there's Edra. Edra, I'm guessing you found her. Do you know where Fell is? Fair enough. All right. Have you guys had any word? Do you know if the kid was found anywhere else?
Oh, no, alas. There hasn't been any other word of the child showing up anywhere else.
Oh, all right.
Although most searching's given up by now.
Really? I don't really have anything else. Do you? I mean, I'm trying to get out of this well. Mind if I get out real quick?
Oh, gosh, here. Let me lend you a hand.
Oh, thank you.
Welcome.
Real
Only thing I'll do.
quick,
Yeah, if
real
you
quick,
need anything,
before-
I'll my temple.
before he does that, just making a perception check, watching if he has anything hidden on him, like hands, full points or whatever. Oh, don't see anything.
Nope.
He has hands.
All right. So while Kedrick went with Hazdan to the temple, I wanna. Hold on, let me get my thing. Good. I wanna pop up and whisper to Edra. Hey, we're in a bit of trouble here. Hazdan is a bad guy. Don't trust him. Don't let him know that we know. Okay? All right, good. And I'll pop back down.
Okay. She just sort of watches you go back down. Doesn't really reply with anything.
And
Okay, so Hazdan and are gone.
Yes, Cedric.
oh, wait. I want
Kedrick.
to pop my head back up again. Do a little 360 and do a little quick look of what's in this area, the area, who's there and whatnot.
Okay. We see the map.
See the map. Do I see any people out around? Is it mostly empty? Is it hustle and bustle?
Is there
Well,
anyone looking specifically at the
You
well?
see at least 6 guards and several civilians wandering around, maybe another adventurer or two looking for some weapons or going to a temple. Of course, Havdan over there sitting in front of his temple, taking his sweet time.
Okay. I'll pop back down. I'll go to the group. I think it's best if we wait for nightfall. We don't want to do this during the day, otherwise everyone will see Steven.
How are you going to convince Steven to stay until nightfall?
Steven, do you want to kill your person who killed you?
He just looks at you.
I think the best way for us to get to Hazdan is for us to wait until it's dark out. Are you okay with that?
His eyes narrow, it just filled with this determination and hatred.
Is waiting not an option? Do we have to do this now? Otherwise, I doubt we'll survive.
Roll for persuasion.
I'm awful at this.
Try harder.
I don't even know where it is on here. There it is.
Come on.
All right.
Oh,
Oh, thank goodness.
For once,
Okay.
you're persuasive.
So he sighs through his windpipe and nods swiftly.
All right. I'll pop back up to. Is Edra still right there? Like, I don't want to like pop my head
What?
out. Is Edra still there, right there at the well?
Yeah, she's still standing there just looking down at you guys.
Okay. Well, I'm not gonna pop up for anyone to see, but I'm gonna whisper to her. Hey, we have to do something, but we can't come back up until nightfall. So, you can either come down and wait with us, or you can wait there, or something. But just don't let him know we're not. Just don't let Hazdan know we're here. Let him still believe we're still searching the place.
I kind of do the same whisper thing. I tell her to see if she can gather any other information on Hazdan and him as a person, not really as like a priest, but as like as a person or a dwarf, I guess.
She stares at you guys for a moment, and then turns around and walks away. And then you hear this like grating sound, and you look up and you see another large plank of circular wood covering the top of the well.
Hey, what are you doing? Okay, all right.
Edra, Okay.
Alright, I'll call back down to the group. Okay, guys. Something we may not have considered. He may have cast a spell on her. Something we may have just ruined everything by telling
I
her.
was wondering why William's face was so calm.
Why she was so quiet? Yes, me too.
Normally,
so-
she has some kind of sassy backlash.
Yes, I know.
Okay, so I still vote that we take a little rest and stay here till nightfall. That way, if we end up fighting Edra, it won't be in the middle of everything. And use magic and get away with it without getting too many guards involved, maybe?
This is not the right move.
Raz, what do you think we should do?
Well, yeah, I think we should rest as well.
Okay.
Kendrick is still out there, right?
Right.
Correct.
Do we have any possible way of like communicating with him at all?
Nope.
No. Okay, so
Wonderful.
Cedric, from where you are, you watched Edra just walk away and then bring over one of those well lids. And she slides it on top and then climbs onto it and sits on it and then looks at you and goes, so they want someone to go in. Whatever.
Mm-hmm.
The recording.
Well, I'm not gonna do it.
The
That
recording.
involves talking to people.
That makes way too much sense.
What did Edra say that lagged a bit on my computer, just for recording purposes?
Can I see if I heard that?
Which part?
When after she sat on the lid, what she said to Kedrick.
After she sat on the lid, she looked at him and she said, so they want someone to go find information about the priest guy or whatever.
Oh,
And she
okay.
doesn't want to do that because that requires talking to people.
Right. Okay. Well, we can't advise you. We're not there.
Yeah.
Yes, Raz, you did hear her for whatever reason.
Not the box so well.
Echoed down from above.
I just imagine Raz coming up and knocking on the bottom.
Okay, guys, so we don't have to worry about Edra. I think she's okay
What makes you say that?
because she just sassed Kendrick.
Okay. Yeah, we're okay. We're good.
Yeah, if she's capable
Yeah.
of sass, then I don't think she
Out of character, why do girls always like to sass me? I don't understand.
I don't know either, man. I get sassed a lot too. They're just jealous of our charming personalities.
Maybe. Who knows?
I start choking.
Nestles, are you okay? Are you all right?
I'm sorry. It's just that happens whenever an extremely shocking statement happens.
I'm confused. What happened?
Anyway, I vote we go back down into the temple and spend some time with the shiny
Let's
things.
not.
Hey, Nessie, there are disemboweled aardvarks falling from the sky.
What? Roll for persuasion.
What? No. Why?
That's not a persuasion. You lied to her. That's a deception.
That's true.
Oh, this is true.
Why did?
I really kind of wish we had sent Raz up there to tell us chat.
I run into the tunnel screaming, covering my head.
Raz!
No, you have advantage because it's something that's so unbelievable, and also you have a lid above you now, so it doesn't matter if stuff's raining from the sky.
Oh. I turn to him and I say, how would you know?
You lied to me. You said you made choking noises whenever someone said something shocking. Alright, so how long do we have?
Shiny thing.
How long do we have? We have to wait till nightfall, and then we can go get started.
DM, how many hours till nightfall?
Another 7.
You
Wonderful.
did that on purpose, you awful DM.
Is it because you get fully healed with 8 hours? Jace?
Yes, that's exactly it.
Alright, so I can't go too
Well,
far.
we could wait another hour after nightfall to make sure all of the
Just
night.
remember, guys, if you guys go down to search around the well while I'm still up here,
Yeah,
just know you might be killing me. I
yeah.
don't care
We'll
if you
come
do.
back every hour.
Okay.
What?
You just don't have to sit by the well and trust us.
Is he just okay? All right. I guess Kedrick will just stay up there. He just claimed he went to go get food for us, and he's not gonna come back.
I will come back. I'll go talk to him for a little bit and then I'll come back.
Okay. All right.
Don't
Then
be
we're gonna
loud.
while this is going on, while he's gonna do that and that scene unfolds, let's have in the chat. Let's have a chat going on about what we should do once nightfall happens.
Okay.
I'm getting food. No, I'm not really buying any food. I'm just like getting food out of my pocket that I had with me just to make it look like I was bringing food.
Out of your pocket? Okay.
Don't do
Out of like my bag or whatever, and just be like.
Why don't you go ask Hasdad for food?
Anything out of the ordinary happened while I was gone?
Are you gone for just 1 hour?
I'll just give it like half an hour.
Half an hour?
Far away.
No, not really. When you get back, Halfdan's talking to Edra.
Talking to
She
Edra.
doesn't. She's not talking. I said he was talking to her. She looks rather annoyed.
Okay. I don't know. I don't know. Am I able? No, I don't have that kind of feat to read lips, so I don't think that would count, unless if I have a super high perception. Right.
What are you trying to do?
Trying to see if I can figure out what he was saying or whatever from a distance without him noticing, but
Okay. Well, it's not hard. He's being really loud. He's just telling some sort of story. You're not really listening all that hard, but
Yeah.
it's not like he's whispering some sort of plan or anything like that.
okay. Okay, so I come back up to the place. Hello. Good conversation going on.
Hello there. Oh, nothing much. I've just been talking to your lovely friend here, telling her about the time that I slayed the great beast of the wilderness.
What was said beast of the wilderness?
Oh, you know it was a monstrous, horrible,
Before you continue,
unspeakable
wait. Before you continue, like this is out of character, but I look at Edra and give her a wink of like a laughter wink, like she has to deal with the story again, and then let you continue.
I didn't understand anything you just said. It lagged. Oh, okay.
Like she has to hear the story again and stuff.
She seems even more annoyed.
All right, fine.
Now directly at you.
Yeah, I know. Anyway, you can continue where you're at. So it's the story. Okay. Have you guys had anything?
Oh,
going
right,
the well
right.
recently?
So, sorry, are you standing there just
I'll let him go for about 10 minutes,
What do you do?
and then just be like, "So, have you had anything come out of the well recently? Anything exciting happened yet?"
Well, she's still sitting on the well, so she kind of looks back, looks at you. Trust me, there's nothing exciting down there.
Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong, but I'm afraid I must go back down. So, you mind letting me through, Edra, please? Fair enough. So,
She's got that look of annoyance now turns into one that's just a little bit more smug.
yeah, I guess, yeah.
I don't really think they're quite that hungry down there yet. Perhaps if Hazdan told you another one of his stories, they might be hungry by the time he's finished. And Hazdan goes, oh, of course, surely you have time for a story. Oh, I got just the one for you. See, a few months ago, I was wandering through the mountains over to the west. As I was walking across the sharp rocks, I realized I'd forgotten my boots. And are you just wandering off?
Yeah. Just gonna. Okay.
He's just following you, telling his story now.
Just running away. Hello.
Hey, are you guys good with the restings now? Oh. Are you casting sleep on him? Pretty sure you have to be able to see him.
I was just wondering what it was, and so he brought it up for me so I could read it.
Oh, okay. All right. So are we fast forwarding through time?
Yeah, you can do that.
We want to spend a bit of our 8 hours continuing to discuss a plan. Though those don't ever work out. But
I feel like we should just wing it because every
Okay.
single time we
Cedric,
pick one,
after another hour and a half of storytelling, Edra finally gets off the lid and gestures for you to go down.
made you listen to all of his stories. She is a sassy person.
I like her.
Look, I'm just thinking my character is probably not really that annoyed. I feel like there's a lot of things he's gone through. It just didn't really matter to him that much. Like, oh well. Hello, friends.
Jory, stop humming.
Shut up.
It makes the noise coming from your computer louder.
Cedric, exactly. Did you make any progress at all while you were gone?
Not really. I mean, it's just him being storyteller. Not really a whole lot to really get out of him.
Have we gleaned anything of his ability level based on said stories?
Not from what I can tell.
DM?
No, but are probably completely made up.
Yeah.
All right.
When he said the infamous, like, beast or whatever, I was just like, he's probably just talking about, like, a dog or something outside.
A dog that tried to steal from his money bowl.
So, we'll wait an hour after nightfall, and then we'll strike.
Deal. I'm okay with that.
We'll look in the temple form first. That's where he'll most likely be, because most priests of a temple, they'll usually stay there in case something happens.
What? No way.
Alright. Hopefully Edra will still be there. I doubt it though. She may just leave. I told her to that we would be back at nightfall, but we'll find out. I don't know. I don't know her all that well. I don't talk to her that well. It's awkward.
Obviously.
Girl, I understand.
But so, okay. We don't. You said, Nestles, you say you don't want to use Pass Without Trace. You don't want to use You only have 2 second level spells. You said.
I technically have 3.
But you don't want to use one of them. That's fine if you don't. I'm just confirming.
Well, I mean, no second level spells I possess would currently be useful.
Okay. So Pass Without Trace is really useful though.
Ryan can be super sneaky.
Ryan, I know you're the best. What is your plus when you sneak? What's your stealth? 8. Oh, so good. So if we use Pass Without Trace, it'd be plus 18.
Yep.
I mean, we can use Pass Without Trace in order to try to glean information off of where he is, like anything that's around him, and we can use it as element of surprise for first attack.
Getting in.
And we can all kind of like cast some kind of a something simultaneously to inflict as much damage as possible.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Is the Pass Without Trace is to get us in first. It's all about infiltration. We need to find him and get him before he has any idea.
If you're willing to use that spell, then I like the plan of action.
If I'm willing to use that spell, I don't have that spell.
You said you did.
I only have 3 key points, and it would take 2 for me to use it. If we're going into the fight, I need to have my key points to be able to inflict as much damage as possible.
Right.
I think that we're going to need to find a way for Steven to be sneaky too.
Oh, yeah. But he'll have a plus 10 to his stealth as well.
Mm-hmm.
So that's
If
a real...
he's stealthy, he may just not even care about being stealthy.
I think we can persuade him to follow along, and it would be best that way.
Good luck with that one.
What does Steven look like at this point?
A dead body with the throat slit and carrying a nice fiery hammer of justice.
He sounds like medieval Batman.
That pen clicking is really annoying.
Well, get over it. I'm looking for things that are going to be useful because you asked me to.
Oh, okay. I thought you were just clicking a pen.
So what are we going to do, guys?
Okay, so, Steven, you know the plan, right? We're gonna sneak in there and then we're gonna obliterate him. Steven.
He doesn't say anything.
He just looks up at you.
Good boy. Ah, excellent. And your father raised you well. I'm so bad with people. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, all right. That's our plan. Let's wait till nightfall.
Okay.
Fast forward.
So as the evening moves on, you go ahead and you do your traditional ring ritual. Passing the power over to Migas.
Oh, Migas.
Migas, maybe it's...
Oh my guts.
Okay. How much health does everyone have? What's your max health? Type it in chat, don't say it.
I've gotten super good rolls on my dice roll for health. It's been nice.
I've gotten higher than average as well. Alright, Nessalus.
I
Okay.
think that may not be accurate. I'm not looking at it right now.
What'd you say?
I know that my health is in like 20, 25 to 27, 24 to 27 range. I'm just not looking at it right now because I'm doing other things.
Okay. Tori, your AC. What is your AC? AC
14.
14. Ryan, yours is 15. Ben, yours is 14. Oh, I'm the only one with a higher AC. This is so terrifying.
We don't even have our tanks. So
They won't be participating in the battle.
mm-hmm.
Ah, no, but I don't. I didn't mean to click that.
He doesn't have a war cry.
Okay, then I guess we're just waiting for nightfall then.
Okay. All right. So as night falls, you eventually hear the scraping of wood, and you look up to see the moonlight trickle in, and a familiar hooded figure just sort of peek out over the well's lip towards you.
I'll say it's time, and I'll start climbing up. Oh, Tori, you want to cast Pass Without Trace? And we'll all roll sneak checks.
Good. I'm
Pass without a trace.
Pass Without a Trace. Alright, now we all have to roll stealth checks. Dice, be kind to us this day, I beg you, please. Dice, why? 19.
Yeah.
That's still 19 though, isn't it?
Yeah, that's still
Yeah.
19. Alright, 31. Nessalus
I'm a boss.
vanishes into the darkness. 34. 32.
I'm awesome, guys.
Alright, so if anyone's gonna get caught, it's gonna be me.
The ninja.
talking your way out.
The ninja.
But 19 is still a pretty good roll. And Raz is natural 20. Alright, so up we climb. How's Steven's stealth roll? Yes.
It was a 23, if that helps you at all.
That
Makes you
does.
feel better.
That makes me-
sleep,
that makes-
sleep better at night.
That makes me sleep better. Not this night because we're awake, but next night. If we survive this. Alright, so we climb up the well.
Okay. So you climb up the well. Oh, I guess I should get rid of all these people.
Yeah.
Oh, it's nighttime. What are they still doing there?
Those are the party.
They're dead.
Okay. So you come out of the well, and all you see are the various guards keeping track. But as you get up and you look around, they glance at you, but you notice that they don't seem to pay any attention to you.
Yes. Alright. So I'll whisper to Edra and inform her of what happened down there. Say, hey, so
Okay.
We went down looking for a lost boy. Turns out Hazdan killed him, and now the god of the dwarves is kind of angry at Hazdan and wants us to kill him using Stephen here, who's also dead. He's a revenant now. So we have to kill Hazdan. Are you gonna help us, or are you just opening up the well for us? I mean, we can't force you to do anything.
I think you're going to need help.
Excellent. I think so too. Thank you. That is you. You are helping us. Then you're not just saying we need help and then just gonna walk off. You are helping us then, yeah. Okay, good. Let's go, and we'll sneak off to the temple.
Sneaky, sneaky, sneaky.
I wanna sneak.
Hey, so everybody,
I wanna sneak around the.
everybody,
I wanna. Steven, what?
Steven, stop.
Steven, what are you doing? Steven, stop it.
okay, so everyone sneaks into the temple. Temple's not locked. As you walk, very small temple, and as you look around, it's probably not well funded either, as there's not a whole lot around the temple to indicate any sort of wealth coming into for this deity. So, as you look around and you glance, you notice it looks like there's only one room. That's the main room that you've seen before that has the altar to Meothril and various decorations that could be afforded. And then there's a wooden door to the right.
Someone go listen at the door.
Raz, I say you go listen at the door. You have the highest stealth check.
I will listen at the door, then, I guess.
You do not hear anything.
No snoring.
Nope, nothing. Yeah, I gave you advantage.
Check the door to see if it's locked or trapped or magicked, please. Raz.
And I'll do that too, I guess.
You have.
It looks
Okay.
like a door.
It looks like a door.
I'll go look at the door.
Brian wouldn't look.
Never mind. I can't roll good ever. My online dice hate me.
You were going in to look at the door, and then Cedric like pushed your head aside. Look at it.
This door looks like a
Secret-
hand.
You can tell the door is not locked, and it doesn't look like it has any traps on it.
Or magic. Or would that be an arcana? An arcana check.
Arcana.
You're looking for a magic trap. Check.
Dang it.
Nope.
No luck.
I'm looking,
All right.
you know, once
Doesn't-
in a while, I'm looking for traps and for, you know, if there's any magical properties that I can sense that there's something there.
To your knowledge, there are no traps, magic or not. However, you know, on the altar, the statue that's on the altar itself looks magical-ish.
That makes sense.
Taking a closer look at it, you notice that the statue is made of mithril, which is a semi-magical metal, and you can guess that's probably why you get the sense from it.
Mm-hmm. Temple of Meothril and everything. Makes sense.
Should we try talking to the goddess Meothril and try and get her to turn on Hazdan as well? Because I doubt she would like what he's doing.
Other god.
What?
Unless she's got a feud going on with the other god. I mean, we can try.
Do we want to?
I think it's worth an effort.
Okay.
Can I
Go ahead.
can I make a check to see what kind of like if that's very likely that this is like
Make a religion check.
dang it.
Group check
You have
time.
never heard of Meothril.
Where? Come on, Alphabet, work with me here. Man, I should have had it higher. Never mind, I'm good. Okay, Nessalus. All right.
Yes, he gets disadvantage.
Nessalus, you have vaguely heard of Meothril, but only ever as like a respected person in dwarven culture and never as a deity.
Okay.
So why would there be a temple to her if they're not a deity?
Same reason there are temples to Buddha and
Who's Buddha?
and Mary and
Who's Mary?
I knew Mary once.
she was fat.
She deserved a temple, if you know what I mean.
I don't know what you're talking about, Raz. Okay, I'll since we don't think it's a traptor thing, I'll go over and I'll peek in. Edra, what are you doing? I'll peek in the door.
Okay, you peek in the door, and as you look, you can now hear the sounds of some soft breathing.
I'll take a look inside, just kind of poke my head in slightly. Do I see him sleeping?
You look inside, and sure enough, you do see what looks to be some sort of figure.
Guys,
Some
I think we should have posted a lookout outside.
Oh, maybe it's too late.
I'm gonna go to the door that we came in from. And
Raz. No, send Raz. He
there's
can.
no one coming.
Raz can talk down the
Why
guard.
would you do that?
Yeah, Raz, go talk to the guards.
You don't even know the guards are outside.
Okay, so I see a figure. Did they appear sleeping or were they awake?
They appear to be sleeping.
Appear to be sleeping. Okay.
I'm gonna check on the door, regardless of guards.
You what?
I'm gonna check on the door,
You just
even though it
check
should
on the
be
door.
fine, because there's no guards outside. We don't know about any guards outside. I don't know what you're talking about.
Hey, roll for perception.
You're
Oh,
wrong.
look, there's guards outside. Like a lot of them.
Go talk him
There's like
down.
a lot of them.
Go talk him down.
Yeah.
Wow.
We
Here,
need the
let
guards
us-
on our side. We can't be fighting the guards.
Go tell them that there's a ton of gold in the temple down in the well and that they can have it if they go down there.
Don't do that.
Go tell them to touch it.
Don't do that.
Tell them to touch it. It'll be great.
You need to convince them we're on a divine mission.
Okay.
Raz, go. And I shove him out the door.
Okay.
Yes,
Alright. So a confused Raz stumbles out the door, and you see surrounding you 12 guards.
Hello.
One of them walks.
Wait. I guess they see me.
Yeah, one of them walks up, and their little circle gets a little closer. Goes, "Hey, what are you doing here this late at night?"
God could get nervous seeing someone with their weapon out.
I didn't realize I was drooling.
Oh crap! You can see that?
Well, I just recently came into town. The pause. 1 second.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Hold
I just-
on while I think of a lie.
I just recently came into town. I'm an adventurer, you see, and I hear the Temple of Meothril is kind to visitors.
Our city is rather kind to adventurers. However, you will find that we're not so friendly to necromancers. You need
What?
all of the guards take defensive stances around you, and the guy standing next to you pulls out some shackles. Says, "You and the rest of your group of cultists ought to come with me."
Wait. What have you heard? Why do you think there are necromancers here?
And that's when you hear, "Oh, yes, that's them, guards. Those are the ones I saw." And Hazdan peeks out from behind a couple of guys. "That's them. They're the ones who raised the boy back, and they plan on doing harm to the good folk here."
I turn and run into the bedroom where he was and see whatever happened to the sleeping figure in there.
Well, now you can hear him. Now you can hear him shouting outside. He's not being.
I went and looked in the bedroom where he was.
And upon hearing him, Steven also runs out.
Steven, no!
Steven!
Steven!
Okay,
And
well,
upon the moment he sees Hazdan, he's filled with rage and hatred and anger, and runs to try and attack him. Two guards.
well,
block him.
I want to be right behind him.
We're gonna take revenge on his murderer.
first I say, Hazdan, keep it down. There are people sleeping.
Okay.
Persuasion.
Guards. Wait, guards. Clearly, this man has no respect for public decency. You think such a man would be honest to you?
Steven's gonna make an attack.
Steven, no!
He completely misses. Really, really bad. And in fact, the guard just like it, yanks it out of his hand, and then backhands him with it, and Steven falls to the ground.
Steven! I run to his side.
As he's on the ground, the other guard pulls out some shackles and handcuffs him while he's still recovering.
Stop. We've been sent on a divine mission.
Hazdan looks at you and goes, "Oh, I know. Speaking of divine," and grabs the hammer from the guard and says, "Oh, thank you. I have been looking to get my hands on this for quite some time.
No!
Why, thank you." He loops the hammer around his belt. "Well, it looks like you folk have got your hands full here. Lovely guards seem to have some duty to fulfill. And I have a item to deliver."
Can Migas send
Oh, the sleight of hand roll, though. Dang it.
You still have passed without a trace, so that was a 32.
Yes, I know. But the sleight of hand wasn't good enough, I can guarantee that.
Not
All
good.
right.
Where's Hazdan?
So, slipping right by the guards as they were distracted from cuffing Stephen, you managed to go right behind Hazdan and snatch the hammer off of his belt.
Run! Run, my good sir!
I'm just gonna step away.
He twists around at you. "Oh, so it looks like you do want to put up a fight then. Well, all right." And
Real
he is
quickly,
going to attack you. Make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh.
He takes half.
Ferox, yes.
Okay. So he puts out his hand, and there's just this blast of thunder that sends you flying back about 10 feet.
Ouch.
At this point,
So basically to where you are right now.
I want to spend 2 key points. I want to cast darkness.
Casting darkness on the area.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Where?
Hazdan's eyes.
His eyes.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Look at Ferox there.
So anyone?
Brad! Out of character.
What's up?
We're gonna need some help.
Super help.
Oh, good.
Ooh.
We're in quite a bit of trouble.
Anyone in that radius cannot.
Okay, I threw poison darts at Hasdan before he
She did.
cast dark.
She threw them before.
So
She did not sneak past the guards.
why?
She can throw them in between the guards, can't she?
But hey, if my stealth was a 14, then that's 24.
Whoosh!
24.
No, because you guys were spotted. Pass without a trace does not.
I never came out of the house. I was still in the house in the mid room.
The guards were specifically looking for you. Where's pass without a trace? Nope. Guard saw you.
All right. I want to roll initiative.
They had advantage.
How much damage did I take?
What? Are you attacking?
Or did I just
Are
get
you guys?
sick?
Well, we have the hammer. We can run.
Will, how much damage did I take from that thunderclap?
You took 5 damage.
Okay.
I vote we run.
We have the hammer. Yeah, that's. I want to scoop up Steven
I
and
vote we run while we have hammer.
let's run for now.
Roll for sleight of hand.
For picking up Steven?
Guards have him.
Oh.
True.
Sleight of hand.
Come on. Oh.
Darkness is in effect.
Okay. As darkness overtakes the area, the guards release Steven and just like he's even knocked into you. You just grab hold of him.
And we'll start running.
Ryan.
Just remember who it is we're here for.
We need to regroup. We can't be facing 12 guards. We don't want to kill them.
That's fair.
We need to get them on our side. Off we go!
Where are you running?
At the-
Generally this direction until I'm out of the thing and I can see again, and then I go, look, a door.
Okay. I need everyone to roll for dexterity.
Well, I
Save or
Save or
check?
check.
Check.
Why? Why does the dice hate me? Why do dice
What?
hate me?
an unarmed strike to knock him out.
What the?
That's like 3 crits.
So Raz and Ferox got away.
Who?
The rest of you ran into and got.
Ran into and what?
Oh!
Yep.
Wait, if I wasn't near the
So-
guards, because I was here.
It's true. He wasn't near the guards.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, you got away.
But I went to hit Hasdan in the back of the head and try and knock him out.
Okay. You can try.
I rolled a 14 to hit.
He's a dwarf.
Yeah, that's not gonna.
14. Oh, was that your attack? I gotcha.
Yeah.
Nope. You missed him.
Ah!
Run.
Darkness is throwing
Run.
you off.
Jace, make an acrobatics check and see if you can wiggle out of the guard's wounds.
Why not?
Nope.
The dice hate us. The dice want a specific plot line to go forward.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So, Castian, you try and dodge around the guards, and one of them tries to grab you, and in so doing, not that you can see, grabs one of his other buddies. Oh, come on. Nessie, they do not manage to grab you either.
All right, so we'll.
Everyone's just real confused. Everyone in this area is just really confused right now.
So we're gonna run. We broke out of the
Running.
grass. I'm Steven. We're running.
Running.
Dexterity.
Dice, don't fail me now.
Yeah.
Huh. Yes, Nessalus gets away.
I'm helping Steven also.
Yeah, and Castian. Castian gets away too.
All right, I still have Steven, so
Yep.
whoosh,
Steven.
off we run into the night. We need to regroup.
No.
Oh,
Oh, look, a door.
Whoosh. Oh, come on, Steven, this way.
but it's not. Being in town isn't going to be a good thing anymore.
We need to talk to Gald. He'll help us.
I know, I was like, let's go see Theodore.
Will he? Okay.
We'll send a small party to talk to him, so not all of us get taken out.
I'm going to wiggle my way around the darkness to get to Edra. Because we're leaving her behind.
Totally thought she was with us.
You don't know where Edra is.
People that die is this
It's true. It's complete darkness. You have no idea where anything is,
Even with dark vision? Dang it.
even with dark vision.
Ugh, fine. But I don't want to leave completely. I'm going to stay hidden.
She is smart. Okay, so you guys
Yes,
go out into the town. Stealth.
What? Roll for stealth?
Everybody roll for stealth.
I stayed behind in stealth with a 28, I guess. Before,
But
Oh no, Nessie.
no.
But I'm disguised.
Okay. So as you guys try and sneak your way through the streets, Nessalus trips over her own tail and falls out of some of the shadows just as some guards are wandering by
No. I'm
at the
sorry.
call of their other guards. As she falls out into the street, they stop and look at her and go, What are you doing out this late?
Say you went to
I
use the
turned to the
restroom.
guard, acting slightly drunk. A little more than slightly drunk. And kind of come up to them all disguised in things because I rolled that high. And I what are you doing out this late?
Guarding.
oh gosh.
I will
Okay,
run.
At that moment, Casty, Cedric,
Kedrick.
and Kedrick, whatever.
Cedric, but I don't care.
He says as he corrects you.
Keldahar wanders out right next to her, trying to be sneaky, but now the guards are looking right at him.
I turn around
Hey.
and look at him and I go, oh.
I'm here to protect her. Oh! I'm just trying to make sure she gets back home. We stayed up a little too late. Her mother is very upset, so I just gotta get her back.
I don't need help. I stumble a little bit and almost fall, but I kind of catch
I
myself.
catch her. I catch her. immediately.
And then I turn around and I go, you need help getting back.
Hey, it's okay. Mother would be very upset to find out that we were out late, so let's hurry up and get you to bed before she notices.
Guards look at you guys, and one of them goes, "Just hurry up and get indoors. There's trouble out tonight."
Yes, sir. I understand.
Trouble.
Sorry for the inconvenience.
And then they rush past you and continue back the way you guys just came from. Well played.
Well played. Who has a +8 to deception?
Okay. Roll for stealth again.
All of us?
Yeah.
Brad.
I'll
Oh.
whisper it to him.
Okay. So now, as you're wandering through the streets, Raz slips out of the shadows, and right as he's about to enter another alleyway, a guard turns a corner, and they both, boom, run right into each other. He's, hey, what do you think you're doing?
My sir, do you know where what's the street name?
I'm sorry, can you say that again?
What's the street name? I want to say a street name, but I can't think of, like, I don't know of any street
High
names
Street.
here. What?
High Street.
Yes. Excuse me, sir. Do you know what High Street is?
Okay, so now the guard over to the shadows where Ferox just shouted the street name. Hey! Get out from there! Now the guard's partner walks out from behind him. What sort of trouble's going on here?
No trouble, sir. We were just looking for High Street. Me and my comrade here.
Comrade, are we communists?
I don't know.
Out of character. Out of character.
In Soviet Azerin. Why?
I hear there's a shop there that sells the best mince pies.
At night?
It's the middle of the night.
Oh, is it the middle of the night? I can't exactly tell. You see, I'm blind. That's why
think
I have my
that
friend
is
here
head
to guide me
crack.
around.
We should probably take him in.
At this point, I'll walk out and be like, "This is where you two were. What have I told you about getting out at night?" And I'll whack Raz on the head with my dragon pole.
Okay. Sir, does this unstable person belong to you?
Yes, he is my servant. I can't believe he got out again. I'm so sorry. I've told him a million times not to go out at night, but he can't help it. He loves looking at the
Roll
night
for
sky.
Master, is that you?
Roll for deception.
Come on.
There's a reason I use this set for them.
Thank you.
He looks at you. Well, what are you guys doing out this late?
I'm retrieving them. He loves wandering off at night. I'm just trying to get him so we can go back home and get some rest. I have a lot of work to do tomorrow.
Where do you live?
High Street.
Well, since your servants caused you so much of a problem, my partner and I here will escort the two of you back. Make sure you return without any issues.
Thank you. You were too kind. Thank you so much. Let's go. I'll start walking off confidently.
Okay.
Sure, I'm heading off to High Street.
You should grab your blind servant.
So-
out of character.
You and Raz start walking, and the partner pauses and turns around. Hey, what about that one? He indicates to where Ferox is still standing, slightly shrouded in the darkness.
He's my partner. We trade.
Is he with you?
Yes.
Hey, come on!
Fire cactus.
Okay, I'm with him.
Let's go. You two have been keeping me up. Well, not you.
Okay. So as you're walking, the guard looks at you and goes, "Where are we going?"
This way, and I'll walk off.
Okay. 2 guards are following you. After a few moments, there's a group of guards that just go like running past, and one of them goes, Hey, what's going on? He says, haven't you heard? Over by the temple district, there's a bunch of people that tried to attack one of the clerics. In fact, the description looks an awful lot like these people.
What?
Oh no.
What are you talking about?
Guards, look at them.
How could we ever attack a
You
cleric?
guys? What's a cleric?
how could we ever attack a cleric?
I always wanted to be famous, Master.
So now the guards all like sort of pause. They're looking back at their guy who was supposed to try and run with them. He's over here.
What?
Now
you
the guards
lagged.
are coming back.
You lagged.
The rest of the guards are now surrounding the 3 of you.
This is absurd. I am good friends with the head of Arcane. Gald, how dare you?
You're friends with the head of Arcane?
Yes!
What's the head of Arcane want with an imbecile, a dragonborn, and whatever you are?
I believe that's his business and not yours.
The safety of the city is my business.
Can't believe I have to deal with all
Where
this
are you
trouble.
from?
I'm from, where, I wrote it down somewhere. Where am I actually? Where's my monk temple at? Out of character, hold on.
You don't even know what. Oh, okay. All right.
Out of character, hold on. I wrote it down somewhere.
Where am I from? I wrote it down somewhere.
We'll play it off as.
Where was Theodore? Oh, see.
Where did I write it? Come on, notebook. Turn pages. Said I was in the exotic lands, didn't you? That's the monk temple.
Yep.
I'm from the exotic lands. I'm here on business.
What sort of business?
Arcane business.
The kind of business that means attacking a cleric?
Why would I ever attack a cleric? They help us.
That's the question we want to ask you.
That's the question I'm asking you.
That's the question we're asking you.
Alright, now we're just going in circles. Do you want to get this cleared up? Let's go talk to Gold himself.
Yeah, what did the other guards hold his hand up to that guy? He's like, how about I do the rest of the talking? Where were you for the last 30 minutes?
Trying to find my imbecile here.
Trying to find what?
My imbecile, and I'll gesture to Raz.
Hello, Master.
Be quiet! You've gotten us in all this trouble.
And, where are you staying?
The inn over in Knob Circle area. Right, it is, yeah.
There's a lot of inns over in the Knob Circle area.
I travel so much, I can't be bothered to remember every inn name. I just know where it is. I can take you there if you want. I really need to write down the name
No,
of
I
this
think
inn.
we'd rather have you come with us and stay with us for the night. Just to double check and make sure everything's all right.
Alright, fine. This'll get all this over faster. At least let my friend here take my imbecile back where he belongs.
What?
At least let my friend here take my imbecile back to where he belongs. I can't get behind too much on my work.
It
Okay.
can work.
So now they're escorting you to the guard's keep.
Is it just me, or is it me, Raz, and Ferox?
And Raz and Ferox.
Okay. Well, it's nice to have
What are the
friends.
rest of you doing?
Wow. No, it's a
There's approximately 6 guards.
Would have been nice to know that a little bit earlier when I was.
When he asked several minutes ago. If we could just get gold, then I think we'll be alright.
Yeah, I think
But we're separated.
Cedric, you and I should run and go get Gold. And then Gold can come to the guardhouse and break out Castian and Raz and Ferox.
Okay, but we gotta make it quick.
Yeah,
you
I
have
know.
you have 1 hour.
Hardcore run.
We gonna do that?
What is the distance right now, DM, from where we are to the temple, where the arcane temple,
The library.
the library?
Well, you guys have been sneaking, so the going's been significantly slower. Continuing sneaking and making sure you don't get caught by any more guards, it'll probably take you guys another 45 minutes to an hour.
To get to him is not gonna work. We can't go to him.
What if we're not sneaking and we're just running?
Yeah,
And
so
you
we
could
have the
probably-
entire.
You could probably get there in about 20 minutes.
What do you think, Cedric?
I don't like it.
Hey, you don't know what the name of the inn is. You guys never even bothered to ask.
We don't know where we're going. Okay. How many of them are there? And so there's 6 of them.
I take 3, you take 3.
Remember, Nessalis and Cedric, you also have Sir Ross with you and Migas. I think that's it.
So we take 1.5.
Do I see any other guards or hear any that are really close right now?
You do not.
You want to try
And
and
you're
take
just
them
now
with your boss and
leaving,
my biggest?
just like finishing up this sentence as I'm getting this going.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We need a distraction.
Ooh! Get Sir Ross to talk to the guards. He's nobility.
Yeah.
Okay.
I keep forgetting we have that
So-
ace up our sleeve.
Sir Ross walks out of the shadows now. Wanders right on up to the guards, and they go, "Oh, who goes there?" And he draws his sword with a distinctive and divine ring, and just marches forward with all the confidence derived from a noble. And he says,
It hurts all right here.
"I'm afraid it looks like you have taken my patrons." Now I'm gonna look at him. And you recognize the armor of a cleric of Gareth. And they're all in no. They're with you, sir? Yes, they're with me. I'm afraid you're in my way. This is divine business to be handled by those with divine connections. They look at him. But this description as the attackers. He says, "Well, yes, obviously. We're after a group of doppelgangers after all." Oh my gosh! Yes, of course, sir. Doppelgangers, of course. We've had reports of doppelgangers, and they all kind of like look at each other and then nod slowly. Yes, of course. Yes, please, sir, take them with you. May the gods be with you. And he looks at them and says, "They are," and then just continues marching down the street.
We continue on to the library.
Okay. Now with Sir Ross at the front, any other guards you run into quickly actually avert their eyes and avoid the group. And you quickly make your way to the library.
Let's just walk straight to the office. We know where it is.
I doubt he's.
Well, it's the middle of the night, so you walk in and the front desk is empty.
For once. Okay,
Oh, Gall to someone who stays late at night.
chill it, girl.
We go to the door of where we know his
Okay.
room is at.
So the moment all of you pass through the threshold of the library, you all need to make a Constitution saving throw.
I'm not surprised. Oop, wrong one. Curses.
Not good at all.
Oh gosh.
Fearox, we're not with them.
Oh, okay.
We're still at the guardhouse, aren't we?
Oh, we just got you.
Did you just get us? Okay.
That's what the whole thing was with Sir Ross.
Okay, excellent.
Okay. So everyone, as you pass through the threshold, suddenly everyone suddenly clutches their ears in agonizing pain as there's this really high ring all of a sudden.
Let's back out, back out.
Everybody takes 9 damage.
Ow.
After a few moments, you're all just kind of standing there. After a few moments, there you see a lantern coming from the back of the library, swiftly moving its way to the front. Sure enough, you see the head of Arcane, Gould, wander on up to the front. Holding
Golden!
his lantern. Who's that?
Help us! It's me, Castian.
Oh, Castian.
What's with the security?
What's with the security?
Someone has to protect these books. What's with the waking me up at middle of the night?
We're in a bit of a spot, sir.
We need your help.
Yes, you're in front of my library bothering me.
Things got rather complicated down in the temple, the trading route.
We've discovered purposes of evil amongst your city, sir.
We've discovered a murderer in the city. He's framed us, though.
Framed you?
Oh,
Yes.
Well, come in.
Thank you.
out of character, what is Steven doing at this point?
Steven's with us. Steven's just at the back of the group.
So as you all wander in, you start hearing the ring again, and then he's like, "Oh!" and then the ring goes away.
Thank you.
So you all wander in. He's like, "Let's take this up in my office. Come on,
Yes, we have a lot to discuss.
protected from prying ears." So you all go to his office.
This is Steven.
Sets the lantern down, starts lighting other candles. So, what's this about?
The
One
cleric.
Yeah, okay, fine. Go Chase.
Okay, the cleric Hasdan has committed a heinous crime. I'll start.
Cleric?
I'll start from the beginning. We went to go find the dwarven trading route you helped us to find. We found it. Nearby, there is a temple to Miathril with a cleric there named Hasdan. He helped us a bit to get down into the well. He gave us some information. There we also learned about a boy named Steven had gone missing 2 days prior to us getting there. Well, we thought claims had been he fell down the well. Well, the entrance to the dwarven route was also down the well. So we go down the well and get inside while we're looking around, fighting off all kinds of monsters. You know, zombie ogres and whatnot, we find out there's actually a temple to the Great Smith there. And Hasdan had taken and killed Stephen.
On the altar of the Great Smith.
Angering the Great Smith, who has turned Stephen into a revenant, as you can see, and I'll bring Stephen forward, in order to bring justice. But when we attempted to help the Great Smith bring such justice, Hasdan was ready for us, and he called the guards, claiming we were necromancers.
Yes. It does present quite the... He slowly stands up and puts his hands behind his back. However, it's not quite the problem you foresaw.
No!
He throws up one of his hands, and all of you kind of flinch back, and then he bursts into laughter.
Gald, what are you doing? This is no time for jokes.
Oh, you should have seen their faces. Especially you, he points at Steven. That's what you get for waking me up.
I'm sorry, we had no one else to go to. We don't know anyone else here.
Yes, I understand. I just couldn't help myself. Now, it is quite the predicament you have on your hands. Yes. Perhaps. At the very least, you shall be able to stay here for the night until we how to absolve this manhunt. Yes, this is quite a problem indeed. The clerics are greatly respected in this city. It will be very hard to convince the people and the rest of the nobility that you are the ones in the right.
If it helps, we have a cleric with us, and I'll point to Sir Ross.
Yes, cleric from Gareth itself is a very huge help to your case. However, we're also talking about trying to prove another cleric did something evil, which is something clerics are incapable of. If he has any power at all, he has to be one aligned with his gods, one that is good.
Do you know anything about Meothril?
Done something that you're speaking of without losing his power and his connection to the god.
But what if his god is evil?
Meothril? No, Meothril isn't really even a god. Certainly not in dwarven culture.
Yeah, I was about
However, he
Then how
says,
would he have any power in a clerical sense?
well, either he's found a way to mimic divine energies, or he
necromancy.
is serving someone far darker, in which case he's no cleric at all. Then he would be a blackguard. And if that were true, we would have a much, much greater problem on our hands.
Yay.
So what do we do now?
So, I suggest you get let's see what to do in the morning. And then he walks out, picking his way over the stacks of books.
I
Right.
start making a bed out of the stacks of books.
Okay.
And tell everyone, maybe I do think even though this is technically a safe place, we should definitely set up a watch for the night.
I can take first watch.
Okay, I will take second watch.
I will take third watch.
I will watch.
Okay.
And Ferox gets to sleep.
Who's on the first watch?
I am, because I only need like 4 hours of meditation.
Okay. A couple of hours while into you guys resting, Castian, you hear some yelling from outside the office door of the head of Arcane.
Can I hear what they're saying?
Roll for perception.
Why are the rolls only good when I don't need them?
So placing your ear, you open the door just a little bit so you can hear better. And as you listen, you hear this, yes, the head of Arcane! We do not care that he is busy. We do not care that he is busy.
I'll start waking up the group, tell them we need to hide.
Okay.
I thank the gods for Theodore.
I love Theodore. Like, hey, we need to. There's plenty of books in here. Let's hide.
Okay, so everybody's awake. Are you all?
Cedric, please.
Oh. As Cedric wakes up,
Cast
he
Pass Without Trace again.
happens
Cast Pass Without
to-
Trace.
I don't know what's going on. Boom, boom. He knocks over several stacks of books and makes a rather loud noise. There's this pause. Castian, you still listening in? You hear all of a sudden this. Yes, we. What was that?
Yes, let's go out there. You're a dog. Go
Yes,
out there.
we know he's busy.
Yeah. I use my wild shape to turn into a dog, and then I jump out of the door really playfully and kind of start like circling around the guards with my tail wagging, just kind of acting like a silly little happy-go-lucky dog.
The guard looks down at the dog and looks up at Theodore. What's this dog doing here? This
I
is
go
a
over to
library.
Theodore, and I kind of lick his hand a little bit, and I get him to scratch my ears.
Theodore looks down at the dog, looks back up. What? No, there are no fogs in the library. No, old man, the dog. Oh, yes, all right. Starts petting Nessalus. The guy just, okay. Can you go? Can I go? Yes, all right. No. Go get the head of the Arcane. The head of Arcane. Yes. The head of Arcane is busy right now. The guard, he's just visibly turning redder and redder, and he's starting to shake a little bit. One of the other guards like puts his shoulder on him, kind of pats him backward. Yes, we understand the head of Arcane is busy. Can you go get him? This is more important. You need something more important. The head of Arcane's probably the most important. You'd have to go to the palace for someone else. No. What we want to talk to the head of Arcane about is more important. Then what? Whatever he's busy with. Who? The head of Arcane. The head of Arcane.
Theodore.
So there's like another 10 or so minutes of this circular talk going on. And
I'm just sitting there with my little tail wagging.
for a moment, you guys kind of get the feeling that Theodore's probably got orders from the head of Arcane, maybe to have your backs or something. And then eventually the guards, just frustrated and annoyed, just leave.
All right, back
So-
to bed.
Theodore finally turns around, wobbles. No, Where did you come from?
I wag my tail, grab the hem of his robe for a minute, and then kind of tug on it, and then head toward the head of Arcane's chamber.
The going's really slow. As he shuffles along to the back, and then when he finally gets this, yes, this is the office for the head of Arcane.
I go inside.
Right now, sleeping.
I go inside the office.
He goes, hey, you shouldn't do that. He
And then once
opens
I'm
the door and
inside,
wanders
I
on
turn
in.
back into me.
Theodore.
He
Theodore.
goes, oh. Hello.
Hello. What?
What are you all doing here?
What
The
Gold
head of
asked us.
Arcane gave us the room for the night.
The head of Arcane?
Yes.
Yes.
All
I
right.
nod.
All
I
right.
don't even say anything. I just
Oh,
nod.
he's busy right now.
Oh, it's all right. We'll wait.
We'll wait here.
All right. Yes, all right. He slowly turns around and shuffles and closes the door. So whatever suspicions you had, maybe he'd been doing it on purpose to try and rouse the guards, you now understand no. It's not on purpose at all.
Theodore's my absolute favorite character.
I love Theodore so much.
All right.
Nice save, Doggo, right?
Yeah. Nice.
Yes. Yes. All right.
Let's go back to bed.
Continue resting for the night.
Restore.
Nothing. And right there, we will go ahead and take a break.
Perfect.
How many hours have we rested?
It's a full night. We've only been like It's like we went to
We
bed at
have
like.
rested 16 hours almost in a row.
So like,
by the time we're
health is
done.
back, spells are back. Like,
Yes, everything's back.
All right.
okay.
So we're going to take a break.
All right. Recording.
Go.
Get back here.
All right. So we'll wait a few hours, see what happens.
You wait a few hours.
Nothing happens. Call doesn't come back at all. All right. Let's go scout the town and see what's up.
Okay, so as you're walking out, you see Gould and Theodore whispering to each other over by the front desk.
Oh, I'll walk over.
Okay, you walk over.
How can anyone whisper to Theodore?
That's an excellent question.
It's all a ploy. Morning, Gold.
Theodore turns around. A warning!
Good morning.
Your morning!
I'm saying it is a good morning.
Well, no one's died.
Yes, that is why.
You can't have a morning.
Good, as in a new day, the morning, before noon.
He looks at you kind of quizzically. No, there's always the same day.
Gold, how are you this morning?
He's got this smirk on his face and looks between the two of you. I am doing well, thank you.
Excellent. So
How did the rest of you sleep?
excellent, in fact.
Yes, that's right. Now,
Okay.
I have done some inquiring this morning as to the state of your distress, and it does appear that the cleric you seem to have attacked is raising allegations of necromancy against you, claiming that your own cleric is actually a blackguard. So, as you can see, this causes some problems.
Yes.
However,
How do you suggest we go about fixing this?
well, I've never quite had this happen before, but if I were you, I would go before the court formally, the arcane court specifically. The regular court will not listen to a revenant. However, the arcane court would understand the value of the opinion of a revenant, as it would direct them to whoever actually was the murderer. However, you should understand that any of the undead of any sort, no matter how justified they may be, is always handled with aggressive care.
I'm chatting with Gold about how to fix our problems. What do you mean aggressive care? What do you mean aggressive care?
If you were to do anything, and I mean anything, out of the ordinary or of the ordinary, aside from just standing around, he will likely be killed on the spot.
Well, that's not good. If he sees
And-
Hazdan, he's likely to try and kill him.
That would offer just as much of an opinion as any, as revenants only go after any who are between them and their target, or strictly the one who murdered them.
Alright. Where's the Arcane Court at?
The Arcane Court is in the seventh circle. Very
Alright.
close to the river, near the palace.
Out of character, is this supposed to be the palace?
Oh yes, it's labeled palace.
Yeah, I see it now. Okay. Alright. Near the palace, you said?
Near the palace. Very hard to miss. It has light shooting up from the top.
Oh,
Yeah, I imagine that would be rather hard to miss.
Yeah, I vote we go there.
Yes. Should we just head there now, or do we need to do anything beforehand?
Well, I mean, are people still looking for us? Like
Oh,
guards?
how-
Like
do you
guards?
know- Do you know what the state of the city is?
It's on high alert. It will be very difficult for you to get to the palace without running into the guards.
Very difficult.
What if
Would-
I go high enough for disguise?
We can't fly.
I said
Uh,
disguise. Yeah, I'm hearing the same thing.
It lets me know whether or not you can hear me.
That's unusual.
If I can hear the echo, then I know you heard me. Otherwise, I just repeat myself.
It's pretty good standard given the lag.
Mhm.
yeah, I fixed it by muting Ryan.
What?
But it's coming through Will's computer.
Well, I thought I fixed it.
Okay.
I'll just mute Will. I don't
So,
need to hear him, right?
Okay, how's that?
better. But much better.
Hello. Hello.
Yay!
Yeah, it worked.
Okay, good.
Okay. Gall, do you have any suggestions as how to get past the guards, or was that up for us to figure out?
I'm afraid I can't really offer much help. As the head of Arcane, I have to try and remain in the city's best interests.
Yes, of course. Of course. I don't want to put you in any kind of positions that may harm you.
Would the guards take us to the arcane courts? I mean,
What?
I'm sure they want to see this resolved as much as we do.
If we turned ourselves into the guards, would they take us to the arcane courts, or would they take us to the regular courts?
I'm certain they would take you
To where? To where?
Jail.
the jails.
To the jail. Right. Where on the map? Where are we at right now? Out of character.
You're at the library.
I can't see the
It's-
library on here.
Can we
What
just
am I-
like leave and level up a whole lot and then come back and kill him? Can we do that?
Okay. This is the library right here?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, can we just like burn the town down?
The whole thing?
No.
I guess
So-
like
We have to get over here in this area.
I've already had a campaign where the players burned every city they entered. I don't need a repeat of that.
Alright. Let me test out how I'm feeling about this mission. I'm feeling confident. I say we can do this.
are in the faith of doing this. Everyone see how sneaky you feel.
We'll cast Pass Without Trace again.
Hmm. They were having an echo.
I feel sneaky.
Alright, we're
I feel sneaky.
gonna sneak through the city towards the arcane courts.
We all feel sneaky.
Okay. Okay. Everybody roll for stealth.
Can we?
I hate you, Will. I don't hate you, but that was rude. Tori, go ahead and cast. Tori, do you want me or do you want you to cast Pass Without Trace?
It's up to you. If you want my healing spells to be of use,
I don't see I don't see us getting into any fights.
if you want my healing spells to be of use later, then you need to save my spell now.
Alright. I'll
Fail yourself. Be sneaky.
I cast Pass Without Trace using 2 key points.
Okay.
And we'll all attempt to sneak.
Everyone roll for stealth.
So
So
31.
31, 25, 25, 28.
Where's Ryan's? Where's Kedrick's?
He's not here right now.
Uh-oh.
Someone needs to roll stealth for him. Go click stealth on his computer.
Nope, wrong person. Kedrick.
I rolled for him.
Stealth.
So 24. No. 35. Alright.
Okay. So, luckily, someone stopped Ferox from walking out in the street right as some guards were coming around the corner. And you guys safely make it all the way to the Court of Arcane.
Okay. What do we see?
Well, as you row closer, you do indeed see the Court of the Arcane is a rather large building that is actually circular, which is a strange structure as you haven't seen this before. At the top of it radiates these different colors, giving it a strange magical glow about it and the buildings around it. And you happen to notice that the Court of the Arcane is actually surrounded by other buildings that seem to be of the same structure, and after looking around a little longer, you notice that this is actually seems to be a college of some sort of arcanic area where people come to learn about magic.
Okay. So what do I see like in front of me, the entrance to the building and whatnot? Yeah. Is there?
The entrance?
Okay. Let's walk inside now that we're here.
Okay.
We walk inside.
You walk inside, and after roaming aimlessly through a couple of halls that direct you rather clearly, you come to a desk where there's a young girl sitting.
Excuse me, young ma'am.
She looks up as you guys arrive.
Excuse me.
Oh, hello.
Hello. We need to see the Court of the Arcane. We need to see.
I'm sorry.
We need to see
I
the.
didn't understand.
We need to see the Arcane Court. We need to see the Court of the Arcane.
Has someone cast a spell on your voice?
I'm sorry, it has been a long morning. We need to see the Court of the Arcane.
Oh, yes. All right. The Court of Arcane. All right. Do you have an appointment?
Yes, say yes.
No, but I believe they'll want to talk to us. We have a revenant with us. We have a revenant with us.
Okay.
We have a revenant with us
You
that
just-
they'll want to talk to.
Her eyes get like real wide, and she stares at you guys for a few seconds. She's like, "I'll be right back."
Thank
and
you.
Skitters off into the hallway behind her.
I don't think you should have told her that we have a revenant. Just saying.
Honesty is the best policy, no? Except when we need to lie.
And we both know it.
The best way out of this is to be straightforward with them.
You probably
A few minutes
should
later,
tell the young girl who has no ways that have a revenant when they're looking for necromancers.
That's what I'm saying. We need to clear our names.
I don't think getting thrown in jail is quite the way to go about that.
Well, then
a
you
few
better
minutes
hope.
later, there is a man that comes around the hall in these very lengthily and colorfully embellished robes. As he walks through, you notice he actually seems to have these very large and feathery wings as he approaches. And he looks at all of you. I understand you have a revenant?
Yes, I'll pull Steven to stand by me. Here.
So I am to assume that the group of necromancers currently being hunted by the gods of the city have come to the Court of Arcane for what purpose?
Told you they would think we were the
Chick-
necromancer.
To clear our names, we were not the one that brought this boy back. It was the Great Smith who brought him back to bring justice to his killer.
The Great Smith.
Yes, there's a temple to him underneath the ground in the Temple District.
Using an undead.
He was quite angry.
He was actually using several undead.
Yes.
We can show you the temple.
Kind of leans down. Who killed you, boy? And Steven just glares at him deathly.
Whoa.
Yup, that is a revenant. He stands. I will assemble the court. You are to remain here, and I will assemble some of the magical guard. And you are to remain under their
Protection?
protection.
Thank you.
And then he just turns a little flutter of his wings, and soon enough, like moments later, three dark gray clad old men with these black grizzled beards walk over, and they don't say anything, they just stand around you.
I will sit cross-legged on the ground.
Okay. About an hour or so later,
When
no.
that happens, while I sit cross-legged on the ground, I want to meditate to get my key back.
Okay.
Because it's an hour later, so I can get it back.
An hour or so later, the winged creature comes back and he says, "The court is assembled, and we shall adjourn now.
Excellent.
Follow me."
Of course.
So he walks over to a room, and as you guys walk forward, seemingly walking out of the room that you're heading towards, they're whispering to each other and muttering to each other as they walk out until you enter the room and you realize that it's empty except for 7 figures at the end of the room sitting at a long table, all staring at you.
Greetings,
So
court.
the man approaches the line and he says, "Judges, you have been assembled today to handle the situation of one revenant who is here before you. We ask that you deal with justice and the fairness of this city in mind." And then he goes and he takes a seat at one of the large benches that line 3 sides of the room, looking towards the center of the back. He motions for all of you to come forward.
We'll step forward.
We step forward.
I'll make a perception check about any of the people in the room, kind of see their demeanors. The judges in front of us, kind of.
All of them are like a blank slate. You can't get anything.
No. Okay, I go sit down.
We step
I'm
forward.
gonna do that too.
Okay.
Eh.
So
Or-
you walk forward and stand before the court. Also a blank slate. You get nothing. Nothing. You look, and they all look at you until one of them, the one in the middle, raises his hands and looks over a pair of broad spectacles at you. He has a bald head and a very long white beard that seems to curl on the table in front of him. "Hello. We understand that you have brought a revenant before the court."
We have, Your Honor. I'll bring Stephen by me again. Here he is.
Stephen.
Stephen, yes. That was his name before he was killed.
And how do you know this?
We spoke to his father before we went underneath the well of the Temple District to find him.
And for what purpose did you go into the well?
We had discovered that underneath the well there was an old dwarven trading route. It also had a temple to the Great Smith inside of it. We originally went down there both to find the boy and to find, hopefully, some information about another problem we are currently having.
Assuming you are correct, I asked for what purpose you went into the well, Master Monk.
And I believe forgive me, Your Honor, we went down into the well to find the boy and to hopefully discover information about another problem we are having that's separate to this matter.
What problem would this be?
We have been afflicted with a curse that is slowly killing us.
Oh my gosh.
A curse.
A curse.
I'm glaring at Castian this entire time for being obviously way
He's an
too
honest
honest.
guy. He's an
And
honest guy.
this is like a look of I will kill you later if we make it out of this alive.
Of what nature is this curse?
I have no idea, Your Honor. We've been marked with these runes, and I'll show him my rune.
I'm gonna
We
kill
marked
you.
these runes. There's some kind of evil power that must be passed between us at least once a day, or it will kill us. We are trying to get it cured.
I've never heard of a curse of this sort in all my years.
Neither have we, which is why we were trying to figure out what we could. Which is why we ventured down into the ancient dwarven tunnel. We discovered there may have been some information there that may help us.
Are there any who can vouch for the truth of your words on your purpose in the well?
The head of Arcane, Gald, can.
At this, his eyebrows sort of drop a little bit. Gald, of course. Yes, well, how did you discover the boy?
When we were underneath the well in the temple / trading route, we were finding our way through when we discovered him next to an altar to the Great Smith, where he had his throat slit and he was a revenant, and the Great Smith charged us with helping the boy seek justice for what had been done to him. The Great Smith was so angry because it was in fact one of his own kind, his dwarves, that committed the kill.
And, which dwarf do you believe is the one who did this?
The so-called cleric Hasdan.
And I facepalm.
Hasdan.
Hasdan is what he called
The
himself.
cleric of Miathril,
Yes, Your Honor.
who is currently accusing you of this necromancy?
Only to absolve himself of any suspicion.
Hmm. Bring in the dwarf, he calls, and now you notice that there seem to the room is lined with the same guards that you were previously surrounded with. They all look basically the same. The black garb, black. One of them turns and opens a door, and a moment later, Hasdan walks into the room, chin held high as he strolls in and stands before the court. He gives a deep bow and then lifts himself up and turns at disgust towards the rest of you. He says, "My lords, these deceivers came to me, claiming themselves to be adventurers, to take advantage of the generosity of Miathril.
Why does his accent change?
And in so doing, don't worry about it. And in so doing, deceived us all. Like you, I believed perhaps these adventurers could be trusted. But like so many who have come to the table, these fiends have entered into our sacred grounds, retrieved the body of a dead boy who disappeared not more than 2 days ago, which, I might add, according to the records, is close to when they arrived. Now, my lords, this evidence to me points straight to them. And as soon as I raised suspicion about it, they tried to attack me in my own temple. Luckily, the guards were there to help me that night, or I may not be here to point out the truth for you all." And the other, again, the 7 judges sitting there do not seem to have any reaction to any of this, to either your talks or his.
Go ahead, Nestlus.
I step forward to the court, bowing deeply also. I look the court in the eye and
speak kind of quietly because I'm not used to public speaking. But say, with all due respect, Your Honors, if what this man says is true, can you not see the flaws in the story? For the days that he said that we arrived, if you check the records, we arrived a full day after the boy went missing, according to the boy's own father. Therefore, we could not have been around when the boy had originally disappeared. And if we had indeed taken this poor boy's soul and body, his very identity as a being, and degraded it as such, to turn him into a revenant, to turn him into what he is, why would we come to the court with the evidence in hand? It does not make sense for us to keep the truth on our lips if it is true, if it is a lie. And then I kind of step back.
Out of character. What's Steven doing?
So now that you're observing, you notice that the hammer is missing, and Steven is also missing.
Oh gosh.
Where's Steven? He was right here.
Someone protect Hasdan.
And right at that moment, Steven misses terribly, swinging
He's
at
like
Hasdan.
12.
Except silent because he has no voice. Swings, whoosh! The flames now encircling the hammer. Whoosh! Hasdan dodges back and snatches the hammer from his grasp and pushes Steven back. There's a ripple of thunder through the air, and Steven goes flying 10 feet back.
Steven!
All of a sudden, the judge who had been asking the questions stands straight up, and he throws out a hand, and everyone is covered in these magical golden chains. Everyone's unable to move. And he says,
Can I get a fill in on what happened? I didn't mean to know that, but yeah.
so he sits back down. Now, dwarf, the Revenant has attacked you. Care to explain? And dwarf says, I care to explain. Boy's no Revenant at all. He's a manipulated magical being who's raised by these fools. But you see, that pitiful excuse for a knight in shining armor there is no cleric. He's a black belt in the darkest of magics. And at this, Sir Ross says a couple of words, and the chains release. And he draws his sword and steps forward, pointing it right at the dwarf and glaring over at the judge, who stands back up and starts to put his hand out. And he says, you raise that hand one more time to stop me from this blaspheming against my God, and this sword will meet your own head.
Snap. Rice Krispies.
Sir Ross.
The mage starts gripping his hand, and a blue fire catches around it. I will not be threatened in my own house. And Sir Ross raises his hand, and a golden, purified fire coats his own hand. He says, and I will not be spoken of in such a manner in my own temple. And the mage sort of looks confused, but it's the magic. And he says, yes, but I am from Gareth, and I am a cleric of Raxus, god of war. And wherever there is conflict, it is my temple. And the mage kind of, at that, sits slowly back down. Well, cleric, what have you to say about all this? And Sir Ross looks at him very, very intently. He says, "Is that not obvious enough?" He says, "Very well. We have much to consider, and there's a great deal of evidence to look at, and witnesses to speak with. Until such time as all of you, and I mean all of you," he says pointedly at Sir Ross, "shall be detained."
Sir, if you would also take a look at the hammer that the Revenant was carrying, because it was given to him by the Great Smith.
He waves his
Cedric,
hand, and you see
Hand him the
this
hammer.
hand of like made out of this blue ethereal force grab the hammer
Bigby's
and bring it
hand!
to him. He holds it. "Yes, it shall be taken into consideration." He sets it down and makes a short gesture, and all of the guards step forward and they grab you and start moving you down towards the cells underneath the court.
Off we go.
All right.
Yay, jail
So-
again.
You're going to be detained for 2 days.
Oh my
Two.
gosh.
Okay. We transfer
Do
the
we get
curse.
food?
Huh?
Do we get food?
Yes, of course you get food.
Transfer
Okay.
the curse.
I'm assuming
Transfer the curse.
they've taken all of our stuff. I'm assuming.
Of course. Of course.
Yeah. Great.
They're fools if they think a monk needs his equipment to do what he does.
You
Tell
can't.
that to Edra.
Look, Edra's not with us. She disappeared.
No, she didn't disappear. We left her.
We didn't really have much choice.
I believe in
I
her.
know, but just saying. Watch what you say. First to make
Okay.
it more.
So, on the second day, about midday, the guards come back and they open the cell doors and grab all of you and walk out onto the floor. The benches are full, and it does not look to be full of regular citizens. There are various mages, a few. You recognize Theodore and Gould. In looking out, you can also tell that the benches seem to be full of nobles.
Oh, great.
Yes. As you walk and you look at the table, you see that there are now 9 people sitting at the table, not 7. At the center of the table does not look to be just another mage or another wizard of the court. At the center, there is a very, very finely dressed man with a small circlet up on the top of his head.
Yeah,
The guards bring you to the center of the floor, and from the other side they bring Hasdan. And he looks at everyone. Reno. If any of you do not know me already, as I suspect you've not been here before, I am the master of this city. One that we pride ourselves of being very open and safe. Under those conditions, we have judged the following. And he looks at all of you. In regards to the hammer, he picks it up off the desk. Evidence shows that the hammer is of ancient dwarven origin, which seems to back up that it could have been from the Great Smith. However, as this is a city of trade, it could also have been imported. We are unsure as to origin or identity or purpose. In regards to the witnesses, the group of accused did indeed go into the well with the purpose of finding the young boy, Stephen, who disappeared 4 days ago. They were not seen returning until the night of the attack on one Hasdan, cleric of Niathrul. In recognition of the Revenant, we have identified the young boy as Stephen, who seems to have returned with the express purpose of killing Hasdan, leading us towards the decision that he is indeed. And as to the accusation of one Sir Ross Vallard being a blackguard, the accusation is unfounded and without evidence. And given the weight of the accusation, that alone is enough to sentence the dwarf to death. Sir Ross, you have our city's greatest apologies that you were treated so terribly in your time here. Sir Ross doesn't say anything, he doesn't give a nod, he just looks. Master Reno turns to the rest of you. In regards to the accusations of you being necromancers, there has been no evidence of arcane magic, nor has there been any evidence of necromantic magic. Have your intentions been seen as evil or destructive, nor can the court find any purpose in you expressly raising a single undead to kill a single cleric of a god very few know about. As for one Hasdan, the evidence against you is overwhelming. And even without the accusation against Sir Ross, cleric of Raxus, god of war, you are found guilty of sacrificing and angering the Great Smith, patron god of the dwarves, for the purpose of express unidentified evil, and are sentenced to death by Revenant. He picks up the fiery hammer and slams it on the desk, seemingly. And then he turns the shaft out and points it towards Stephen. And after a moment, Stephen looks between the hammer and Hasdan and the hammer and grins really, really dark, which is really uncomfortable seeing on a 12-year-old boy. So he goes and grabs the hammer, and as he approaches Hasdan, he raises it and says something that none of you can quite understand. And then Hasdan grins to himself and says, "Not today." And he mutters some sort of spell, and then just, you see the space around him just circle around him, and then he seems to vanish with a pop.
Oh, crap.
Yeah. There's silence in the court for a moment, and it gives this silent cry and throws the hammer into the ground, and there's this burst of energy. A pillar of fire shoots up from this ground, and he falls to his knees angrily. After a moment, oh, what happened to the map? Stop it.
It was so angry it caused an earthquake that made everything shift a mile to the left.
So, in his anger, he suddenly grabs the shaft of the hammer, twists around, and storms right out of the room. Several of the guards move to go after him, and the Master Reno raises his hand. Stop! The Revenant will find the dwarf. It is what they do.
You're up. You're up.
He leaves, and then the doors close behind Steven, and the court kind of looks at the rest of you and the people at the table, and Master Reno says, in regard to the adventurers accused, they are released of all accusations and penalties forthwith. You are free to go.
Thank you, Your Honor. The Great Smith kind of charged us with helping the boy, so if you don't mind, we might go do that.
Don't tell him that.
I think it's better if he knows.
You may be on your way, but do not cause any problems for my city.
Yes, sir.
Hopefully not, my lord. And we'll turn around to leave. I'll give a nod to Gald on our way out. Like, thank you.
He gives a little wave, and Theodore kind of squints at you guys. Like, you might look familiar, but he's not completely sure.
I want to go charging after Steven, I guess.
Okay. So you guys catch up with Steven pretty quickly.
Steven! Alright. Any idea where he is?
He just keeps walking.
I will keep up with him.
Does it
Alright.
seem like he's headed in a certain direction, or is he wandering kind of aimlessly?
He seems very determined. Wherever he's walking with confidence.
All right, we'll walk with him.
Alright.
Okay.
Where's he headed?
So he walks out of the court and then starts moving.
Did you all lose the feed from the dim?
Didn't
No.
lose the feed, but he stopped talking.
Yeah. I see him, but...
I see me.
Okay.
You said
Did you start walking?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
What?
That makes sense.
Brad, what'd he say?
Here. He's walking towards the silver gate right here.
Okay. Alright, we'll keep up with him. Heading that way. Everyone
Okay.
be ready for a fight.
All right. As the rest of you, we're gonna utilize a thing here. As the rest of you walk towards the bridge, you notice Steven's starting to speed up as he's walking.
I'll start speeding up with him.
Okay.
Now let's go.
Yep.
Let's.
Let's go.
All right. As you get to the top of the bridge, you see a cloaked figure who looks fairly dwarven, and Steven just sprints after this guy.
I'll run right behind him.
Okay. Hearing running people, the figure turns, and you see Hazdan looking straight at you, and he snarls, brandishing a shield and a weapon.
I'm casting creativity.
You're casting creativity?
He's doing the lightning cage.
Casting.
Oh, okay.
I like that. Cast creativity.
Okay, what?
That's what he called it. So.
Creativity is the branch.
Oh,
If you
okay.
look at tier 2, there's still a creativity, so it's not like the creativity is one specific.
Gotcha. I'm gonna do this.
Okay. A dex saving throw. All right, sir. Let's see how you do.
I'll roll a 1d6.
Oh yeah, you totally failed.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Cool. Because that was a bad roll.
Alright, so he's trapped in the cage.
He is trapped in a cage of lightning. Roll for damage.
I was talking about Susan. Revenant.
How much damage does his lightning cage do?
2d6 per round.
Nice.
Wait, not right now. Not till I'm done.
Nice. Okay.
And it lasts 5 rounds or until he breaks out.
We're gonna go back to this map. Let's
Edra,
pick
you're
an
back.
empty. Let's pick an empty square to utilize.
This one.
The
That
one right
one?
below.
That doesn't look
This
very
one.
bridgy. That's
Oh,
not-
we got to look for a bridge.
I mean,
Uh,
you're on a bridge.
Crossing a bridge, yeah.
How about somewhere along the right hand
this
side?
one.
Oh yeah, let's do that one. That one works.
This one? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so this one. Whoosh.
I know. I fixed it. All right, and I'm going to need everyone to roll initiative.
Woo!
Sure thing.
Yeah. Grandma.
Put my character on the board.
Man, this guy's gonna die fast.
I cannot find.
Why? He rolled an initiative of 0?
I cannot put myself on the map. Well, am I? Oh, here I am. That's why.
Yeah. Sometimes it doesn't put you where you think you should go.
Are there like 9 of you up there now?
Boom.
Nice.
Okay. Nessalus, you are first.
Okay,
Oh,
hold
I
on.
should probably get Steven.
Even.
Steven!
Steven! Steven, get over here!
Try everything you can to contain him so Steven can kill him.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what Steven's initiative is, shall we?
Yeah.
No, 0.
There's so many NPCs. Woo, not bad. Not bad at all. Why are you doing this to me? Stop. Stop. Oh my gosh, let me input a number. What are you doing? What? There, got it. Jeez. All right.
16. Up with me.
So I still
Okay.
go first.
Yep, you still go first. What do you do? Saving throw. Wow.
Yay.
Wow.
That is an awesome spell.
What's the Constitution saving throw?
Constitution save is 14.
Oh, he makes it because he's a freaking dwarf.
Takes 11
Okay.
damage.
All right. Raz.
Oh, right.
Now, does this cage affect us? Like, close up, will that affect us?
It's lightning. I would assume so.
I don't know just how awesome this guy is. So I'm gonna cast this.
Hey, give Steven inspiration too.
Or yeah, give Steven inspiration.
I can't think of anything I could do that would inspire him more than he already is.
How about to hit? Like, you
Talk
can
about
do it.
the
Yes, you can.
bloody, like death of.
If you
Hasman,
can't
like,
do it, no one can.
Steven's mom has got
Smash his
going.
entrails into paste. Eat his bones.
I can swing my hammer, 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 hammer.
That spell's ridiculous. There's no way that's what that is.
You can knock the forward my hammer. Yes.
I'm fairly certain that's what that is.
Are you sure that's a level 1 spell?
It's a level. Yeah, it's a level 1 spell. Yeah, that's it.
Level 1. Into a magical slumber. Okay. All right, he's unaffected.
Okay.
Oh, like that damage. 24 drowsiness. Alright, inspire. Our bards inspiration is a very important thing.
What's that?
Who
I'm just
shall
gonna
you
be all like, rip his entrails out and slaughter him, Revenant. He murdered you,
Right.
Stephen. Do what you came here to do.
Murder, Steven! Kill him!
Sick 'em, boy.
Okay. So that happened.
Right.
Cedric.
Cedric.
All right. So since Steven is right here, does that like count as him being like his attention on him?
Yes.
Okay. I'm not gonna get in close, but I'm gonna throw my dagger at his
Okay.
knee, or like his calf,
Okay.
trying to hit like an artery in his calf, maybe knock him down on one knee and stuff.
Why don't you
You
just
can
throw it
certainly
in his
try.
Just hitting his knee spot. Let's see. Oh,
Wow.
and that should,
Alright.
since he's got the person there, that wouldn't include my sneak attack damage. Or since there is a person there, it does include my sneak attack damage. I don't have it on my dagger.
Okay. And it lands right in his knee. Ah! He falls to the ground.
16 damage?
Nice. Very nice. All right, Steven's turn. Steven.
You can do it, little man. You can do it.
Okay. Alright, so he's gonna roll to attack. Oh no, Steven!
He has inspiration. He has inspiration.
Oh, okay, alright. 56.
56.
Come on, Stephen.
Okay. So he swings, but the cage is hard for him to get through and he doesn't want to hurt himself.
Right. Obviously.
Swing and a miss.
All right.
Okay.
Well, he's only. Oh,
Through the cage. And he has to make a wisdom saving throw. Oh, and he makes it! Dwarf turns his eyes away just in time.
And what happens?
All right.
Nothing. Dwarf averted his eyes away from Steven.
All right. So, my dragon pole is 6 feet, right?
Yeah.
With the blade attached on the end, that would make it like 7 feet. Six
Probably
and a
like
half.
6.5.
All right. Well, that's still enough for me to reach through the cage and hit him without me getting next to it.
Yep.
So, Whoosh.
Nice.
And because I'm next to him, I can do it again. Is that one hit?
He was next to Steven the whole time, but I think this beginning round shouldn't count the double attack, right? Or does it?
Yeah, because you guys just ran up.
Okay, then
Yeah.
and ignore that second one, and instead I'll use my bonus action to throw a shuriken.
Okay. Your shuriken hits the cage of lightning.
Ah.
Good throw, though. All right. Ooh, his turn. Okay.
If he wants to move, he just gotta break through the lightning first.
He's gonna cast first. Yeah. So he reaches into his cloak and pulls out this strange holy symbol, speaking some sort of prayer. Got to make a wisdom saving throw. Oh yeah, Steven, what a boss!
Yeah. Go, Steven.
Steven does not care.
He's a revenant.
Steven doesn't care for your
And-
trickery, dwarf.
Fails his saving throw.
Awkward.
Though he takes another 2d6 of damage.
You want me to roll that, or do you roll that? All of them.
As if struck. Yeah, you rolled. 5. Nice. What? Man, that cage. All right, Ferox.
Okay, let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20. Those squares are throwing me off. They're kind of weird. Throwing? No. I'm gonna shoot my bow at him.
Wow.
Oh, you gonna throw your bow at him?
No, shoot my bow.
You gonna throw your bow?
Yeah, I'm throwing it.
You have magic arrows that we have no idea what they do.
This is true.
Yeah, I'll use one of those. I used one of those magic arrows.
That we got from
Okay.
the Tinker, Tommy the
They
Tinker.
did extra damage or what? So do I need to roll?
Converted. Okay, so you shoot your arrow. Oh man, this is gonna suck. Oh man, this guy was supposed to be a challenge.
It's because we got Steven with us.
Yeah, go, Steven.
Okay. So, your arrow hits him, and as it rushes through and into this lightning bolt that
Dang.
seems to glow a different color than regular lightning. Okay, and as it strikes the cage, the rest of the cage seems to fade for a second before coming back into place, and the arrow just glows brighter. And then it strikes the dwarf inside, and he can't even scream as his body seizes uncontrollably.
Cool.
Nestulus, we're back to you.
How is it not dead yet?
He's a dwarf. He's got lots of health. Do you think William would make a match that would end in one turn?
Throw one of the poison darts that we got from inside the temple.
Okay. Piercing? Poison? No, it is not a DM. The dart's not a DM.
It deals DM damage.
That's 100 D100 damage it deals.
A billion.
That's 5
damage.
100.
Okay. So, ow. And he's not poisoned. because he's a freaking dwarf.
Stupid dwarf. Tricks our kids.
Razmeyer.
Right.
Guys, do you have any other daggers?
I can
Why?
lend you one of mine.
Daggers.
Okay.
I have 2 spare iron daggers. I have no
What?
idea what I'm doing with.
I
You
have
want-
4
you want a dagger?
throwing daggers.
Yeah.
I'll toss you one of my iron daggers.
Thanks.
And then I'm gonna go all. Oh, I can't do that.
I'm gonna laugh so hard if you use your tongue.
Lick
No.
the cage.
He has a lightning gauge around him. I don't want to try that. But I figure I may as well do that.
15. Oh yeah, he made it.
Oh,
Curses.
it still takes half damage.
Yep.
If he had tried to run away, though.
Right into the cage.
Nice.
That would have been awesome.
Yeah, that would have been really cool.
Okay. So you cast your spell, and as he comes out of his seizing, he looks up at the whispers and just shakes them off, concerned with the people right in front of him.
No, inspire.
Yeah. I'm gonna be again like cut off his feet and feed them to him.
Okay.
What a bard.
What fucking hits this time?
All right. Steve.
He is holding a holy symbol or a form of symbol he has in one hand, right?
Yes.
I'm going to aim that hand. And knock
Okay.
it out. With the other dagger. This would be just another dagger.
Okay.
Ooh!
All right. So you don't
that's-
hit the symbol of the hand, but you do get him right in the arm.
Right in the arm. Alright.
Yep.
Do I get sneak attack damage along with that? Because he's preoccupied?
Yeah, I'll say because of the seizing.
The
He's
seizing
pretty
is
distracted.
right here and three
Yeah.
people right next to him.
Yeah, I'll say he's pretty distracted.
Alright. Another 5 damage.
Even.
Come on, Steven. Woo!
Go Steven, go Steven, go Steven, 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 go Steven, go
Steven
Steven.
Stevens. Woo!
All right, here we go.
Come on, little man.
4, 5, 6, 7.
Inspiration.
Inspiration.
That's why we were sent to help.
Okay. Takes an extra 46.
It's a heavy hitting hammer.
Nope. It's because he's after the target who he's trying to kill.
That's fair. So the hammer,
Okay.
that's just added on, right?
So, Steve makes with his hammer, fully prepared to just bust through the lightning cage. And as he swings through, clips right into the head of the dwarf. Boom! And the dwarf falls into the cage.
Yeah.
And as he's being shocked, falls halfway out of it, continuously being shocked. And then Steven just raises the hammer and brings it down onto the back of the dwarf's head. And it just splits like a watermelon, sending bits and pieces of skull and brain matter all across the bridge.
So who gets final kill XP?
Steven. He gets to
Steven.
rest in
Steven
He gets to rest in
gets
peace.
All right.
He gets enough XP to retire.
What happens to Steven?
We don't know.
Listen and find out.
Does the god come talk to us now?
On the next.
Next
when the
time
DM
on Dungeons and Dragons.
I was thinking on the next when the DM comes back. To a sitcom, when the DM goes away, he comes back.
Okay. So, as it destroys the hammer, Steven falls to his knees. A single silent tear falling down his cheek. And then he takes the hammer and places it on the bridge. And the stone opens up and envelops the hammer. And it sinks into the rock of the bridge.
That was cool.
And then Steven looks up at all of you, and he doesn't say anything, but for the first time since you've met him, his eyes are not filled with this hatred and this rage. And then his body starts to just turn into this fine ashy powder and blow away, leaving nothing but the clothes that you had him wear.
I pick up the clothes of the boy and fold them neatly and put them into my pack, telling the others.
Those are my
I
clothes.
think we should at least give these.
We had him wear clothes. He wasn't wearing clothes.
Those are my clothes.
I think we should at least give these to the father so that he
Excellent,
has
those are
something
mine.
to bury.
That's lesson. Those are mine.
No, I agree. I agree.
Do
We
you,
should
want,
give
do
them.
you want the clothes that the dead boy was bleeding all over Caspian?
No, we disguised him, remember? Those are my robes.
He has 2 sets of clothes on, so I give
Yes.
you back your robes.
Thank
and
you.
The ones the boy was originally wearing.
Thank you.
Same.
And I tell you guys, maybe we should give the clothes back to the boy's father so that he at least has something to either burn or bury.
You know, you seem to have gotten rather attached to this boy, seeing as how you were so set against finding him in the first place.
No, she's
You'll also be very attached to the end of my blade if you don't shut up.
Oh.
Understand?
Yeah, Nessie is such a generous person.
But yes, our deed is done. Let's
Wait, let's not leave this. Let's
Yeah,
go
let's-
find a guard or somebody that we know can, that knows about this. And
Or we could leave it where it is and the guy know we were involved. And then we won't have caused trouble in the city and problem solved.
There's the Nestless, I know. Let's get the guard. Let's get the guard. Tell them what happened.
Or we could say, hey, I heard some noise out there. You should go check it out. And then leave.
Or we could just find some horses and get out of here.
We don't have
Go
the
ahead.
monies. We still don't have the monies, you guys. We spent this entire time doing the work of the god, and we still don't have the money for the horse.
Fierce, go ahead.
Oh yeah, that's right. We could go back
Fira,
to the.
Fira wants to talk.
Okay, so before we leave, the Great Smith has requested my return to his temple, so I have to go back.
We'll go with you if that's all right.
Well, I'll go back. All of us.
Yeah, well, I don't want us all to die, so yes, come with me.
Okay.
let's go.
Yeah.
Na, 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 na.
Oh, what's on the other side of the bridge? Will, what's on the 2 sides?
It's essentially where the two separate the religious area.
So it's not like outside. It's not like a bridge for outside the city. It's still in the city.
Yes, it's still in the city, just crossing the river that goes through the city.
Okay.
Oh.
We have to do something with his body. We can't just leave it here.
I told you, we just tell some guards, hey, I heard some stuff go down on the bridge. You should go check it out. Because the judge person told us not to make any trouble.
We're cleaning up the trouble.
I don't think murdering somebody is called cleaning up.
Can we
The
just throw the
Revenant.
body over the
Depends
bridge?
on where you come from.
I
Throwing
like
the-
throwing the body in the river. I'm okay with that one.
Yes, let's
Let's throw the
spread.
body in the river.
Let's spread disease and poison and contaminate the water supply in the city.
I will throw you into the river.
Yeah.
I think the druid would agree with that idea.
Body in the river. Woo.
You're not
See?
an average druid, are you?
You're not an average idiot, are you?
I'm a high intellect idiot, thank you.
You're not an idiot.
I'm sorry. Your insults are so poor. I can't even understand them.
All right, let's go.
You lagged, so I couldn't hear what you said.
Okay, let's go.
Okay. So with that,
No, you can't.
I love you, Tori.
you guys go back up to. Oh, those guards are still there. You guys go back up to the well, just leaving the body there.
No, we throw it in the river.
You threw
No.
it in the river.
No, you're right. I don't want to spread disease.
That's what I'm saying. I don't want to spread disease.
You're just leaving it on the bridge then?
No.
If we pass by guards, I will tell them, "Hey, I heard there was some stuff that went down over on that bridge. You should go check it out."
Okay, look, you came by some guards. They're guarding.
Hey guys, I heard some weird stuff went down. If you go check it out and just make sure everyone's kind of okay.
Roll for persuasion.
Nope.
One of the guards looks at you and says, "Maybe you should go look at it and make sure everyone's okay."
Looked to the guard and said, "No, I heard people really go check on them."
Are you going intimidation?
No, not intimidating at all.
Okay, persuasion.
Okay, I rolled an 18.
Okay, yeah. He looks at you, and with a little more respect in his eyes, for whatever reason, may or may not because he's sexist, says,
Jerk.
"You know what? If two people are saying it, we'll go check it out."
As the go check it out. Take that.
Yeah, out of character, I had like just about that exact conversation in HEB once over a bag of gummy worms.
Okay. So we.
Kill somebody?
Well, no, we just left it. We just left it there. Someone picked it up later.
So we go back to the well.
So as we go back to the well, since it's the daytime, I look around for the boy's father.
Okay, you find the boy's father.
I take the clothes the boy was wearing from my pack, and I go up to the father, and I say, "Sir, my deepest sorrows for your loss. These belonged to your boy."
He looks at them and looks back at you and looks at them. I don't. What are you trying to say?
I'm sorry, but Stephen has gone to be with the Black God.
With the what?
Okay, what is the god of like death in this world?
The black god?
Well, okay, honestly, straight up confusion because the book that I'm reading right now, like the god of the underworld for them is the Black God, and so I just straight up confused that business.
Out of character, Adrian Mortis.
That's racist.
So he's passed on. I'm sorry, but your boy is dead. Yeah.
He slowly takes it out of his hand and nods. Thank you for finally finding him.
You should know
There's-
that all justice has
there's-
been brought to him that could have been.
What do you mean?
I know.
Way to go.
But as the boy's father, I feel like he should know out of character.
You want to lie to every guard in the city except the boy's father, whom you hated not what day,
Shut up,
3 days
Cassian.
ago?
Shut up, Cassian.
Are you kidding me right now?
Shut up.
Castian is furious.
We found the boy in the well.
But we searched for so long in the well. He couldn't have been there.
I'll walk up at this point. There's a temple that the well leads to, and there inside the temple there's a drain from the river, and his body washed there.
What?
After
Don't. You found my boy in an underground temple?
yes,
Could you tell if he died quickly?
it
If he
was
suffered?
it was painless.
Yes. A
Sweat.
quick drowning then.
Yes, I'm so sorry for your
Yes.
loss.
Thank you. If you ever need any meat, let me know.
Thank you.
Thank you. Walk away. And
Thank
as we walk
you.
away, I kind of hang my head and I kind of whisper to Castian, I feel bad not telling him the truth.
I walk right away from her.
I
I don't look at her. I walk away. So
I'm just too depressed at this point to even react to him being sassy and mean.
at this point, is Edra actually right here, or is she just
Nope, that's her.
Edra?
As you walk over to the well, you see Eldra talking to another dwarf with a very thick black beard and thick curly black hair. He's donned in this dark blue robe / cape-esque with a golden shield and a golden hammer. But looking at it shine and the marks on it, you can tell that the shield and the weapon are not actually gold, and they're probably actually meant for battle.
All right, I'll walk up. Edra, are you all right? We got separated.
She
You okay?
looks over at you guys. Are you okay? We got separated.
Well, we went to court, got out of court, hunted a man down, and now we're here.
So, a normal day.
Yeah.
All in all,
How about you? Who's this new friend?
Yes. She kind of looks down at him. This is Bruenor. Evidently, he's a paladin of the Great Smith.
ooh,
She kind of looks at him and he gives a wink to her, and she just frowns even deeper.
I
He
kind of like
looks
whisper to
over-
her, don't you wish you were a tiefling right about now?
He looks over at you and says, I'm more tiefling than you'll ever be.
I
Oh.
was talking to Edra, by the way.
Wait. So this is a tiefling right now?
No, he's a dwarf.
He's a dwarf.
Okay.
And that's how Edra responded. That's what she said.
She said, I'm more tiefling than you.
She said, I'm more tiefling than you'll ever be.
You both for not even having a tail or like.
Horns.
So,
Bruenor, it is an honor to
Bruenor.
meet you.
Oh, no, my friends. It is an honor to meet you. From what I understand, the Great Smith is very happy with you. At least I think so, because he told me to come over here and meet you, and it was a rather long walk. So he'd better be happy with you, because I'm not in the mood to fight.
Well, I hope he's happy with us too.
I'm just happy with. For the past couple days, we have been doing his work.
Really? He did say that you had a reclamation for me. Although one time he said someone had a reclamation for me, and that meant I had to go bash their skull in and take something. So it kind of depends.
The false cleric Hasdan is dead.
Who?
He was what I'm guessing is a black guard who was using necromancy and violating the blacksmith's laws and rules and character, and so he had us take care of him with the help of the revenant of the boy he had killed. That about sums it up.
That sounds like there's a story there,
Yeah.
but it sounds like the kind of story I'm gonna need a drink for. So
Well, if
hold
you-
on one moment, and then he like turns around and pulls out this flask and this giant mug and just pours. And despite the flask being smaller than the mug, it fills the mug. And then he puts the stopper back on and puts it back. All right.
I feel like at this
No.
point, my guess would just be like,
Well, if you would like to see the conclusion of our story, we're about to head back down into the temple if you would love to join us. The Great Smith has called us down there.
Oh, has he now? Well, I'd love to join you for that. And then he just chugs the whole thing, and faster than you'd ever think someone could drink a whole mug. It's like one all gone. He puts that back in under his cape. All right, let's get started.
All right, and I say, all right, and I go down the well.
Okay.
We'll all hop along, I imagine.
Seeing you just like drop in there, Bruno says, all right, and then hops over and like falls straight on his breastplate. And then surprisingly hops right back on his feet. All right, I will not be doing that again for at least an hour.
Probably a
good.
smart
I'll
choice.
go down
All right,
All right.
let's get to it.
So we'll go back. You enter the temple.
Oh, I don't have to replace our characters.
Nah, it's fine. It'll be okay. Bruenor's looking over everything. It's by the beard of the Great Smith. Look at this place. This must be a temple. As he's wandering through, he's just more and more amazed by what he sees until he comes across the statue of the Stone Lord. And in awe, he immediately drops and gives the sign of respect for what you would assume is the current Stone Lord, whom you know nothing about. And then he stands, and you guys continue wandering. And as he looks around, he says, indeed, you can feel the presence of the Great Smith here. The temple we have for him now is a shack compared to this.
It's pretty nice, isn't it?
Indeed. So you continue on. Apparently dividing yourselves.
Well,
I don't know why
I figured this was the real altar.
It's not.
no, it's not.
This is the one for public use. This is the real altar.
This is the one for public use, and this is the one that's like excessively nice.
I told you.
Okay, well, I just ran through.
Raz is making some lunch.
I just came here for the gold.
Okay. So as you walk in, everything is still pristine and in its place, and Bruenor just looks around in awe. And when he sees the room, he says, by all of the ore in the ground, that's it. That's the crystal altar. And you all kind of look at him like, ooh, that sounds kind of ominous. And he just kind of ignores all of you and walks before the altar, and he pulls out his own holy symbol and says a prayer, and then draws his blade and places it into a slot that you had noticed was there before in the altar. And upon the hilt reaching the bottom, the altar itself and the entire room of crystal right there glows with this blue and gold essence. And on the other side, behind the altar, you see an image vaguely take shape. From what you can tell, it's this image of some sort of being that's probably covered in armor.
I will bow.
Yeah,
I'll
Might as
bow.
well.
I'll bow.
Neatly, I'll take a knee.
He says,
Yeah, you know, why not?
Greetings. You have served me well. And in so doing, you have proven yourselves worthy of that which lays before you. Should you ever have need, you can come to my people, and they shall help you.
Thank you, O wise one.
Now, the journey that is in front of you is not an easy one. And as such, I shall bestow you with a gift appropriate that you may continue to spread good and glory to those you encounter. He kind of waves his hand, and you turn around and you see the stone opening up, and from it there's a small marble pillar with several sacks of gold upon it. There's a weird rod. You don't really know what the rod's for. As well as a small dagger that looks as if it's cast of bronze.
Okay. I guess I'll go take the rod.
Okay, you take the rod.
I grab the dagger.
Hey!
No, you don't.
Oh, Cedric, you
I'll take the pillar.
You can try. Roll a strength check.
I'm gonna fail this so hard.
I hope you roll a natural 1.
Aw.
No, you do not move the pillar.
After he tries that, I go, "It's okay, Raz," and I give him his dagger back.
Oh yeah, right. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Thank you
I
for
totally
these.
totally forgot that I had given you it, and I thought you had stolen it.
Thank
Oh,
you
no,
for
I'm
these
not
wonderful gifts, my lord.
It does not end here. Take the money and the new equipment which you may use on your journey. Once you leave my temple, go to the northern gate where one of my children will meet you and give you something you desperately need in order to reach your next destination in time.
Your servant has common sense?
Bruinor turns around. No! And if you imply that again, I will bash your brains in.
My lord, we are stricken with a curse that is afflicting us that we need to get removed from us. If there's any help you might give, or if you're already giving it and I'm just really dense.
Indeed. Look upon the pillar, and you shall find what you came for in the first place. And now you're looking like at the pillar, and you see inscribed on the marble pillar itself a rune that seems to be in the same style and fashion as the ones on your hand. It's not the same rune, but it's of the same kind.
I jot it down, copy it.
Okay.
I will touch it.
I take a rubbing.
Excuse me?
I place a piece of parchment on the rune because I'm assuming it's indented into it, and then I'll take my graphite and rub it. I'm sorry, art terms. Sorry, people.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, everyone in the room turned. What? What are you trying to do?
If I touch the rune,
Okay.
does it do anything?
No.
Okay.
Can you tell us anything about it?
Okay. So the head turns to look at Raz and says, yes. And then the head turns and looks to Ferox. And the whole room resonates and says, I accept. You may now consider me your patron.
Ferox multi-classed! He's a cleric
Oh,
now.
I don't think
I
he
turned-
intended to multi-class, but he has a patron if he ever intends to multi-class.
I'm debating it, honestly. I think I might.
Great Smith seems like an awesome dude.
I
Yeah.
would love to follow the Great Smith.
He says, once again, I thank you for your service.
Thank you.
Now, I have other evils. The crystal fades away, and Brunar turns and looks at Ferox and holds out his hand.
I take his hand.
As you take his hand, he like pushes it forward and clasps you at the forearm. He says, on this day, we greet each other as brothers.
My brother.
As the Great Smith has already said, any dwarf you run into and you need something, you just ask. And he pulls out a medallion around it, and he says, you are to wear this now as a mark of one who serves the Great Smith and as a sign of respect from any dwarf.
I put it on.
Yes. Now, just to make doubly sure, as my brother, if you ever run into something really nasty, something really terrible, don't say.
Something really nasty. Got it. Call you.
Then he goes and he says, we have to consummate this, brother.
What?
He pulls out 2 mugs.
I didn't know dwarves were like that, man.
They're gonna consummate the dwarven way. So he pulls out 2 mugs and pulls out his flask and pours both of you a drink, holds one out to you.
I take it and I'm gonna chug it.
Yes, you both chug it down. Need roll a Constitution saving throw.
I thought I'd have to do that. Yeah, I figured that was the case.
Nice.
Nice.
Yes. Down, no problem whatsoever. In fact, it kind of tastes like lightning going down.
Yeah. I love lightning.
So
That's
as
my
you
favorite.
both come down and he looks at you and you show no sign of weakness. His eyebrows kind of go up. And even though he'd already showed an awful lot of respect in this moment, you feel like you've probably just reached a whole new level. takes
Can make so much.
the mug from you and puts them both back in some sort of bag you assume he has back behind him. He says, all right. Now, if you excuse me, I've got an awful lot of work around here to do.
Yeah. Yeah, we're
course.
gonna go back to the surface.
We have someone to go meet.
And we have a lot of gold to pick up and other stuff to, you know.
I already picked up the gold. Gold's mine.
How much gold is there?
Yours.
Don't know.
Okay. Collectively, you have gotten approximately 3,000 gold.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Give it a
No,
run.
let's get to North Gate because they're gonna give us horses.
Yeah.
I know, that's why I'm saying we should buy horses before we get to the North Gate.
Give
No,
the
I
gold.
think they're going to give us horses at the North Gate. He said there was someone willing to meet us with something we needed.
I know, that's why she...
Give the gold to run.
Why?
Give half the gold to run.
Okay.
Okay. So now Tori has 1,500 gold.
How many sacks is that?
3,000.
3,000 sacks.
3,000 sacks. 1 gold piece per sack.
That would be awesome.
That's what rich people do. That's how they do it. Let's go see Gald. See if he can talk about this rune.
You sure you don't want to leave before inquiring arcane people about the rune?
That's what I just said.
Can we go visit?
I said let's go see Gald.
Are you sure? Are you sure?
What?
North Gate.
All right, let's go to North Gate. North Gate.
No, you're gonna go ahead and leave? Oh, okay. Alright. Okay.
But
We're not.
but
What? No.
we're not
Let's,
leaving.
okay.
We're gonna go see
Let's go
Gald.
see Gald, and then we'll go to the North Gate.
Oh, okay.
Okay. You're confusing me with your words, Will.
I'm being sarcastic.
Well, you're lagging half of the time, so I can barely hear you.
Yeah, because I'm totally lagging.
What?
What?
wait, was that supposed to be sarcastic? Because I
Wait,
don't think that's how
Was
sarcasm
that
works.
supposed to be sarcastic?
We go see Gald.
Okay, you go see Gold. Alright, so you guys go and
We go to the library.
go to the library. As you walk in, there is the traditional Theodore.
Theodore. As opposed to the new agey and
Yes.
Theodore, my good man. We need to see Gald. We have returned, triumphant.
You need gold?
Theodore.
The head of arcane.
Theodore.
The head of Arcane?
I'll start whispering. Theodore, we need to see the head of Arcane.
I'm sorry, you're gonna have to speak up.
How's Gald do it?
the head of Arcane.
The head of Arcane.
Yes, Theodore.
Yes. All right. And he sort of wanders away, shuffling down the hall. Sure enough, a few minutes later, he comes on back. Yes, the head of Arcane will see you now.
I'll go back there with the group. Is
Yes.
are Bruenor and Edra with us?
Who?
Moore went on his own
Bru-
place.
Bruenor and Edra?
Edra's with you, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Bruenor is not.
I like Bruenor.
Okay, as you walk in, you come in and you see Gold sitting down with a familiar-looking elf.
Is this Prince
Ah.
Rufus? Or
No,
Master
this is
Reno?
nope. This is Fel.
That's what I
Fell.
said.
Of course.
Fel, what are you doing
Fel
here?
looks up and says, "Oh, well, it's about time." Okay, hold on. It's about time. Nope, that's not it.
It's about time.
It's about time. Nope.
Mm-mm.
You know what? It's about time.
I would say
It's
so.
about
I've
time.
been looking for you.
You're so bad at this
One
right now.
character. We'll see how many accents I can fit in the one character.
Gald, you are a master of the English language, sir.
Indubitably.
What's English?
It is the language of my people.
I speak many types of common. So Gold looks up and he says, "Ah, yes, I heard that the court went well. Yes.
It went very well. Hasdan is dead.
Oh, good,
Stephen has since his soul is at peace now.
excellent.
And the Great Smith is an awesome guy.
Most dwarves certainly seem to think so. Yes.
He
I
gave
come
us-
forward.
Still Gold, I
With-
have your sketching of the.
Yeah, I come forward with the rubbing that I took of the.
We found the rune
The
we were
rune.
looking for.
Okay, so he looks down at it. And he goes, "Hold on, just one moment." And then he snatches up the paper and rushes out the door. Several several long, agonizing minutes later,
So,
he
Fel,
comes
what have
back
you
in.
been doing?
You know. Comrade,
Nope.
I have been looking for you everywhere.
Sorry, we've been so out of touch. A lot of stuff's been happening over the past couple days.
Yes, Dach, you have been talk of town.
I'm sure we have.
Bring much respect to the family.
I'm glad.
Yep, that's a thing now.
Please don't make Fel sound like that.
I gotta go back and watch and remember what accent he had if we recorded it.
We didn't record the first session.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's a blank slate. I can come up with anything else. I'll work on that later. Okay. So you guys wait a little bit. You kind of catch up with Fel, tell him what went on, and soon Theodore actually walks in with Gold trailing behind him. And he walks in. Yes, I heard you were looking for a rune. And then Gold kind of steps forward and whispers something. He's, oh yes, I heard you had a rune.
Yes, Gold has it. He took the paper.
Oh, yes, of course. And he kind of looks at Gold, and Gold's like, I gave you the paper. He goes, oh, yes. Kind of looks down in his hands, and then looks back up. I had it around here somewhere, and shuffles back out the door. And Gold just kind of chilling until Theodore returns. Oh, yes, Master Gold. You needed me? Yes, Theodore. I believe you have some knowledge on a rune for these good folks. You need a rune? No. They already have the rune in your hand. He kind of looks at the paper. Oh, yes, I do. Yes. Oh, yes. Oh, I have not seen one of these in a long, long time. Yes. And he gets kind of real quiet. He goes, yes, what is it? What is what? The rune? You need a rune?
Yeah.
Theodore. What, the rune you're holding? What is it exactly? He kind of, oh, yes, so I am. Yes, I am holding it. Yes. Very ancient. Leads back to the first runes ever discovered by any mage or sentient being alike. In fact, it's believed that these were the same runes that were possibly used to defeat the Aboleths of old during the wars with the gods. Yes, Gods.
I need Aboleths, not gods.
T-H-A-B-E.
A-B-O-L, Abo, Lefts, L-E-T-H-S, Aboleths. Got it?
Yep.
Okay. Yes, this particular rune is the name of while itself does not hold a great deal of power, it can, after some research, be used to define and perhaps discover discover the meaning of all other runes in the language. And he kind of looks at it. Yes, it's very powerful in terms of knowledge. And the other Gold looks at him. So what does it mean? Well, it means you can discover all different kinds of these. Yes, Theodore. Yes, I understand. What does this particular symbol literally mean? Oh, yes, of course. This symbol, in common, roughly translated, means the language. The language. Yes, the language. Some definitions are the beginning, the language of the spark, or perhaps the language of creation. The language of power. It has various names, but this one is really just, it means the language. Yes, well, thank you, Theodore. You can return to the front desk now. Oh, yes, the desk. He starts walking over towards Gold's desk, and he says, no, Theodore. The front desk. The front desk? Yes, the front desk. Yes, all right.
I'll take the sketching from him as he's walking out.
He does not even notice you take it.
Okay. So this rune here is the key to unlocking the rest of the language of these runes.
Gould goes and sits down behind his desk. Yes, it would, I'm sorry, my friends. I suppose so. But I've heard very, very little of the language of creation. However, what I have heard of it is that it's by far the most powerful means of any sort of magical transference. And it can only be stopped with someone else who is well attuned with the language that can use it, of which there are scarcely few.
Out of character. Abe, we need you.
I have no means of removing your curse, nor do I know any thereof. I'm sorry.
Well, I didn't expect too much when you're going through here. I didn't expect it to be that easy.
Out of character, I totally called it.
Yeah.
What?
I totally called that these runes were language of creation.
Oh, okay. Well,
Man, it's almost like the language of creation is sort of central to plot in almost all of my campaigns because they have such deep roots in my world.
Yeah, I was about to say, it's almost like creation's used in every single one of the campaigns me and Ben have played it.
What? That's crazy.
I mean, it's not like this is the same universe or anything.
No, never.
no, it's not like this is the first event in the timeline. I interrupted. Go ahead.
So what do you guys do?
Thank you, Gold, for all you've done for us. We can't possibly thank you enough.
Well, dispatched a murderer within the city and brought a boy's soul to peace. I would say that's definitively thank you enough.
We just got lucky.
You need any help, you feel free to come by my library and let me know. I'll see what I can do.
Of course.
Do you have any means of communicating with us away from this place?
Now that you mention it, I think I do. And he reaches below his desk and pulls out a small necklace. This, it's not particularly reliable from what I understand, but it can be used to communicate long distances.
How?
I've never used it, nor do I know how it works.
Okay. Speaking of which, I say as we grab the necklaces, would you like your rock and shoes back?
He kind of laughs. No, you may keep those as a gift from me.
Thank you.
Okay. Would you mind taking a look at this dagger?
And this rod.
Yes.
the-
Sure.
I mean, what you know about it or think about it?
The
Looks
great
like-
smith gave them to us.
Yes. The Great Smith.
Yes.
Wow. Well, that
That
appears to
happened.
be a dagger, and that appears to be a rod.
I imagine there's more to them.
Yes, it does appear they are quite magical, yes.
Well, is this something like the necklaces we'll just have to figure out as we go?
Unfortunately, I do not have the means or the resources to implement. It's rather expensive to cast a spell of that sort.
Of course. We'll figure it out as we go. We've gotten this far.
What?
Sorry, go ahead.
Never mind.
How many necklaces are there?
He's just giving you one.
Okay.
All
Actually,
right,
I
let's
vote
go.
Castian wears the necklace.
you what?
I vote Castian wears the necklace and that Theodore wears the other one.
Please no.
Yes.
All right. Well, again, thank you, Gold. We must continue our journey. We're not done yet. We'll be leaving the city now, I suspect. I'm not sure where we'll go from here, but the Great Smith has sent us someone who I think will help us a bit.
Oh,
One last thing I'm curious about. If I understand correctly, you can uncover the meanings of basically every rune using this rune, right?
according to Theodore.
How exactly would one go about that, do you think?
He said with research and knowledge, so I suppose with some form of research or knowledge.
That makes sense.
One thing, totally forgot to mention this. Anytime I had downtime, I was reading the books I had rented from the library. Especially after waiting for 2 days.
Good.
And
I'm glad you enjoyed them.
yes. No, this is out of character.
Oh,
I was reading those books, so they're a little overdue, which I'll return them as we go. I just wanted to mention that to you. Yeah, because you mentioned research and knowledge, and I was like, oh yeah, I just gained that.
yeah.
So,
Okay.
I rented those 2 books.
Which reminds me, for reading those books, you learned a new skill.
I love reading.
The more you learn,
It's
more you know.
it's going to be sort of like Flurry of Blows.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay. It's you spend a key point to use it. You got it?
Uh-huh.
Okay. It's called Deafening Strike.
Deafening
So you
strike.
spend deafening and the I guess whoever you're using it on has to make a Constitution saving throw similar to that of Stunning Strike, and upon failing, you whip your hands around and clap both of their ears. So it causes them to be deafened and gives them disadvantage on all rolls for 1d6 rounds.
Deafened and disadvantage. For 1d6 rounds?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and if they succeed, it just doesn't affect.
Yeah, if they succeed, it does not affect them.
Okay. All right. Sweet.
To North Gate?
Yeah, to the north gate.
Yeah.
To the North Gate?
Okay.
As we're leaving,
Okay.
I turn in the books.
Okay. So you go to the front desk.
Theodore!
Yes. Yes. How
I'm,
can I help you?
I'm here to return some books I had rented, and I'll give him the books.
Oh yes, very good, yes. And he goes over to his ledger and he starts writing them down, and then he looks back in his ledger, and then he looks up at you, and for the first time, behind his bushy eyebrows, you see a little bit of a glare.
I'm so sorry they're late. I was kind of in prison for a few days, clearing my name after being framed for necromancy.
What? You were in prison with my books?
They were very, 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 very fun to read, and I learned a lot from them. Thank you so much for being such an awesome librarian and letting me rent them.
Roll for persuasion.
Got Theodore pissed.
He gonna hurt you, boy.
It's not too bad. He
He
rolled a
looks
what?
down at the books. He looks down at the books and looks back at you. They seem to be in excellent condition.
Of course, I always take care of things like that.
Very well. It's a small late fee.
How much?
Of 3,000 gold.
2 copper.
I'll give him the 2 copper.
Okay. He takes
Basically.
them both with shaking hands and then puts them in a jar filled with coppers.
Thank you, Theodore. I'm not sure when we'll meet again, but I know Destiny will have us meet again, because Destiny just loves how much fun we have with you.
Who's Destiny?
Goodbye,
Your
Theodore.
daughter. Walk out the door.
Spy, yes. Alright.
Oh, Theodore.
Okay.
Never
Yes,
mind.
how can I help you?
That this rune, and I like casting. Can I borrow the?
What?
No,
Papers.
Kedrick, did you have the?
Yeah.
Yes, Kedrick, can I borrow your?
Yes.
I lift up the thing. Like you mentioned earlier, that this rune can be studied to discover the meanings of the entire language.
I did?
Yes. How might one do that?
Do what?
Discover the meaning of the entire language of creation based upon this rune.
Oh, well. Based on this rune, first, one would need to access magic at its core, simple matter. And then, from there, funnel the magic into the rune in order to understand it in a metaphysical sense. Not so simple matter. And then, I would recommend having some food, as one will be rather hungry.
I almost wrote
I
that
see.
down.
I see.
Not so simple matter.
Thank you, Theodore.
You're welcome.
This is most useful.
What is?
Your very existence, dearest sir.
You are very useful.
Yay.
You, sir? Me?
Thank you,
You wanna
Theodore.
tell
Goodbye.
yourself that?
Thank you, Theodore. Goodbye. I love that.
All right, so you guys
I
leave the
love
library.
him so much. I want him in my pocket all the time.
You want Will in your pocket all the time?
No, just Theodore. Just the Theodore part of Will.
Okay. So you guys.
Can we stop for a night before we get to the North Gate and then deal with the North Gate business
I'm alright with that.
next time? Because I have a quiz at 8 a.m. over horse anatomy, physiology, hoof care, and breeds. So
It so happens to be about horses.
Okay then.